out and not when she comes in we'll do the little intro and everything.
That's
but
fine. Yeah, not a problem.
Went live.
We'll just do the intro when we go live and then we'll tell them.
All right, well, we're live already.
Oh, well, hey.
well anyway,
Got your phone in your
hey, this is another episode of UFO Garage.
I've been.
And I'm Joe, and this is where we talk about UFOs, aliens, and all things weird. Hell yeah, dude. What's up, man? It's Thursday. We're live. I didn't know we were live. Now we're live. And I know we're live. And
because of the way that it is.
Because of the way that it is.
Yeah.
In the stuff and the buttons and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's gonna be pretty sweet tonight. I'm pretty excited about it.
That one time I was abducted by aliens.
Yes.
Jaimie and Bri.
With Brian and Jimmy.
Brian.
Exactly. Perfect.
We're trying to
I love that.
Like the dude version of Jaimie and Bri.
Yeah.
It would be. I like that.
We were gonna call it, "Hey fool, you remember that one time I was abducted by aliens and shit?"
And shit, exactly. Oh my god. Sometimes I tell people, they're like, "What's your podcast about?" I'm like, "Aliens and shit." Like, I don't know what else to tell you, just aliens and shit.
It's the best way to go about it.
It is.
There's a lot of shit involved.
Truthfully, it's like the more you dig into it, the more you realize it's like, because at first you're like, oh, aliens, but then like ghosts show up and you're like, wait, ghosts, and then like Bigfoot comes out and you're like, wait, but Bigfoot is an alien, and it's like, is it all the same thing?
Who knows?
I didn't press record, so we got to do it again.
Oh,
sorry.
Well, hey.
Oh, here she comes.
Hey, that's perfect timing.
That's perfect timing.
Jamie's here.
There she is.
Oh, snap. Okay.
Maybe.
Now, how do I make her?
How do you get the video?
There we go.
Ooh.
View.
Now.
Full screen. There we go. All right, so we're just waiting for her to connect.
Beautiful.
Man.
Okay.
This is hilarious. Hey, everybody listening, we're gonna do the intro again.
Yeah, we're gonna do
it. We gotta record it again.
Yeah, I gotta remember to press record on
this.
Logic.
Hey, we're doing some more new stuff, as if we haven't been doing enough new stuff, right?
New shit.
Trust me, I know. Sometimes you get too excited with all the new things that you're doing, all the new buttons going on. You got to click them all.
Yeah.
It's
the buttons are hot.
Woo!
Hey,
there she is.
There she is. Oh, how are you?
No worries.
You're like Lorian Fenton. When she comes on your show, she works while she does the show.
She's like working on a website like at the same time.
She's so good at it though. She's over here.
Oh, here we go. Okay, one sec. Let me share screen.
I got it. I'm waiting. Waiting to see my beautiful co-host.
There we go.
Hey. Ooh, there she is. Hey.
Because you're on Zoom, and the rest
Zoom.
of us are on StreamYard right now.
And I cannot hear a word she fucking says.
Oh, we didn't even think about that.
No way.
You got to share your sound.
Damn it.
Hey.
Nobody can hear it, I think.
Hey, Brian.
Oh, really?
Do you?
I don't think so.
No one can hear it?
Brian, can you hear us?
Can y'all?
Jimmy, you can hear us, right, Jimmy?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Brian is not answering me. Are you downloading StreamYard? Oh,
yeah.
Oh, you're one of those.
Told you she doesn't have fucking Chrome.
I think it just wasn't letting me download it because I had too much going on.
She's one of those evil Apple.
Oh, I heard her there.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
When you lifted up your headphone, I heard her.
Okay, so once you have Chrome, you should be able to just click on StreamYard and join up. So you want to, okay, so let's not do Zoom and we'll see you on StreamYard. Okay, awesome. Sick.
Oh, wow, she can do it. I have faith in you.
We have faith in you.
On my computer,
Yeah.
that it just wasn't letting me download it because it was like, what are you doing?
You're doing too much.
When you have a lot of porn open at one time, your computer just crashes. That's the way it goes.
A lot of that space porn.
Space porn. Okay, all right. Well, Bri, we're gonna close out of Zoom and then we'll see you on StreamYard. Okay. Sick.
All right. Should we wait for her to do the intro?
Yeah,
again
let's
for
wait for
everybody?
it. Let's wait for it.
We'll bullshit here with the people who are here.
Yeah. What's up, everybody?
Okay, they can't hear her either.
Yeah,
See?
yeah.
Shit.
Oh, yeah. We have to have her over here.
All right. Hold on.
Hey, Dave, how are you?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I'm just gonna like not do this part.
Which part?
The whole thing with logic, we're not gonna do it because after all of that testing that I did for 7 hours today,
Doesn't
not
want to
gonna
work.
work. Not gonna work.
That's how it works. That's literally how it fucking happens.
It worked fucking fine today. And then
That's how it is, though.
So wait, did it just not work because you didn't hit record?
no, it just didn't work because I'm unlucky. God damn it.
That's the way it goes, man.
Oh, here we go.
William, it was the best intro ever. I know.
They said it was the best.
I know. Oh, nice to see you updated your YouTube profile picture too, because you looked like a young lad in your other one, and now you look like you're still a handsome young lad for sure.
Handsome
just with a
young lad.
much bigger beard.
It's much bigger, exactly.
It's looking delicious, my friend.
Squilliam.
I'm loving it. I'm loving
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Hell yeah, dude. Been on hash for a month. Weed is now psychedelic. It can be. It definitely can be sometimes.
You guys
I
are
agree.
smokers, aren't you?
Yes.
Of course.
I've
Yeah.
dabbled
Tokers,
a couple times. Couple times.
You
With those marijuana cigarettes.
marijuana, the devil's lettuce. Yeah, exactly.
I took I ate a gummy legally in Denver this past weekend.
legally. Oh, it's not legal in Texas. That's right. Right.
Right.
Yeah. So you only partake outside of the state. Yes.
Exactly.
Hey.
And we did it. Yes.
We're fucking successful. It only took 7 minutes.
We're
All
proud.
right.
Hey, that's better than I thought.
We're
That's
so
good.
proud of you.
All right. You guys ready for this?
Oh wait, let's
I'm
make
actually
sure.
ready.
Let's make sure everybody can hear everybody.
All
Can,
right.
can y'all hear the guests? Everybody in the chat. Can somebody tell if y'all can hear Bri and Jaimie? Oh, we have a clap.
We have mini
We have
class.
hand
first
go.
and
What's
we're
up?
off. Hail Bri.
Oh.
Who's that Hail Bri? I like it.
Where did she go?
Oh my
We
god.
missed-
Do you just fucking kick her out?
No. She fell off. Well, we could hear her.
Thanks, Space Cow. Thanks,
We
Fango.
were right fucking there. We were right fucking there, guys.
We're so damn close.
I know. Like any good rocket launch, almost.
Yeah. The show will be over sometime this morning.
And that was the show, guys. Thanks for coming.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
Oh shit! All right. Well,
we just wanted to see her face.
should we start it and just kind of let her
Wait.
come in?
Yeah. I'll text her right now and be like, we'll wait for you to come back.
Okay. Well,
You should call her live on the air.
Here, you want me to? Let's do it. Hold on.
let's do it.
Okay, hold on.
This is our show. We do whatever we want.
do whatever we want, dude. Oh shit! It's Phil's birthday. Happy birthday,
Phil,
dude!
happy
Birthday,
birthday,
Phil.
Phil.
Phil from the What If Tomorrow podcast. Happy birthday, bro!
If you haven't checked them out yet, go check out What If Tomorrow. podcast.
Hell yeah!
She's not even answering me.
Oh, dude, we're all getting ghosted.
I think we're
Dude.
getting ghosted by her.
We're getting Bigfooted, dude.
Stop. Maybe you know what? It's very possible that she fell into an extra dimensional, like dimensional hole or like a portal.
she
Oh,
is.
oh, there we
There she is.
there we go.
There she is.
Everyone spoke too soon.
We did.
Yeah.
What happened?
Okay.
Oh yeah.
All right.
dude.
All right. You ready?
All right. Let's do the intro. Let's go.
I think we should do this
Fucking
before
do
anything else
it.
happens.
Yeah. Let's go.
Ready?
Brrr.
This is another episode of UFO Garage.
I'm Ben.
And I'm Joe, and this is where we talk about them UFOs, aliens, and all things weird.
Yeah. Today we have on the show some amazing guests, Bri and Jaimie from That One Time I Was Abducted by Aliens.
Hello.
Hello.
What's up?
Thanks
How
for
are
having
y'all?
us on.
Yeah, we're so excited.
No
can't-
problem.
I can't believe we took so long to have y'all on our show and vice versa. Like we met y'all in 2020, right before all the shit happened,
Right.
right?
You know what's so funny is I was just looking at that post on Instagram. It was literally right fucking before the pandemic hit.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then you guys kind of disappeared for a second.
We did.
I
We
was
did.
like,
We disappeared for a little bit. We went into a quarantine hole.
Oh, absolutely.
No,
Mhm.
did?
Cornhole. A
Cornhole.
Quarantine
I love
cornhole.
cornhole.
I love cornhole.
Jamie
Oh,
knows
yeah.
that's like my love. cornhole.
Dang. That's
Yeah, we
crazy.
did. But we
That's
rose from the
crazy.
ashes.
We did. We rose from the ashes. We're back better than ever.
Like
Nice.
like
Yeah.
a phoenix.
Like a
Yeah,
phoenix.
dude. We
Yeah.
quarantined for like 2 weeks and we were like, this is too hard.
Yeah.
It was not fun. Also, but you guys were in Texas, and Texas kind of gave up on the quarantine very early on. They were just
It
like,
was,
this
it was like
isn't
a
for
month
us.
later.
Yeah, they were
Yeah.
like, it's not for us. I'm so sorry, guys.
It was like a month later.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we didn't see each other for like months.
Months.
And
And
we
y'all-
lived like right down the street.
Right down the street from each other. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So y'all were in California together.
Together,
and then Jaimie, you just moved to Vegas, right?
Yeah, a year ago now, actually. It seems like so much sooner than that, but a year ago in
Nice.
June. Yeah.
Yeah,
Damn.
you left right before 4th of July.
Right
It was the
before 4th of
weekend
July.
before.
Yeah.
Damn. So with your, knowing each other, being friends for so long, like me and Joe, we kind of know what each other's thinking sometimes. Like, has that distance affected that?
No,
between
it's quite honestly, it's probably made it stronger at this point. Sometimes we get on FaceTime with each other and we don't even have to use words. It's just facial expressions and we know exactly what's happening.
Or
Mhm.
answer, it's like just the top of your forehead. We're just
Mhm.
talking.
Yeah. Love that. Love that.
That's awesome. Man.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, heck yeah, man. So,
Tongue bond. You can't
Dude.
break it.
No, you can't. No.
I mean, so we met you guys out in California about a year ago. You're actually wearing my beard right now.
I know I am.
And,
Oh my God, you are.
Yeah. And that was so cool. Like we pretty much, immediately hit it off. Like when we met and stuff, it was like,
Mhm.
y'all did a podcast, we did a podcast, and it was like, hey, we do podcasts.
That's what's interesting about this side of the community, though, especially like in the UFO part. Like something I've realized is, especially with podcasters, is there's not like a lot of competition and stuff. It's not like, oh, you do a UFO podcast. It's, oh, fuck, you do a UFO podcast. Oh my God, you're weird like I am. Like, holy shit, let's be friends.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was refreshing. You guys were so nice to us, and like we
Aw,
didn't
thank
really
you.
yeah, so I appreciate that. We didn't really know what to expect. And like we were so new at the time. But
drunk.
and
We all got very drunk.
Yeah, absolutely. And if I remember correctly, we were the youngest people there.
Yeah, we
sure.
were. We
Yeah.
definitely were the youngest people there for sure.
we were holding it down for sure, saying all the cool lingo, like
Exactly.
like
Oh my God.
We were like, hey, I got this fresh beat, yo, and stuff.
totally,
And, yeah,
dude.
we were kicking it hard.
Hard. I don't know how many bottles of wine you guys bought. And
Oh my
like,
God, that's right, the wine.
we ended
All
up
of
with
wine.
some random bottle of wine that some guy gave us.
Some guy
I don't know if you
gave
guys
us.
remember, and it had an alien head on the top of the
On the
cap.
top of it.
It wasn't even ours.
There you go, the
Oh,
fucking
wow,
box
box
wine.
wine.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
That
Dude,
is ghetto.
that hotel.
Pretty fucking bougie ass over there. Like, I only drink wine out of glass. Thank you.
I'm just kidding.
Towards the end of the night, man, we take it out the box and start slapping the bag. So
But you have to. You have to.
Yeah,
It's part of it.
But yeah, we were at that hotel. And we actually, they actually ran out of the wine that we were drinking. Like they were like, "Sorry, we don't have any more bottles."
Yeah.
Y'all drank it all, and it's only Saturday.
Wow.
I was
like-
drinking Jameson. I was drinking Jameson Sprites, like
Jameson
double.
Sprites,
I think I had like at least
Yeah.
9. I don't even know how I live.
That,
Hey,
that next day was rough.
It was so rough. We like creeped out the back. We
We tried to go to McDonald's. I remember.
We're so drunk. We're just like, oh my God, we have to go home. We're just
Mhm.
like, just walk out the back.
With your,
Like
like,
stumble to the
sunglasses on.
car.
But that's like the fun of going to these conferences and stuff, though. It's like you always have that one night where you just get way too fucked up, and it's always the last night
Yeah.
that you're there, and it's just like balls to the wall, get completely fucking shit faced, and drive home in pain.
Dude, you know what's delicious with some Jameson is root beer and some banana flavoring, and they
Are you
called it
kidding?
they called it Jim Morrison. It's delicious.
Listen, I don't fuck with bananas, though.
Oh, you fuck with that?
Banana
I don't fuck with bananas.
I'm telling you.
Banana flavor. Ugh.
Yeah. No.
Steve Bree's like, "Ugh."
Hey,
I'll take a real banana. I don't know about fake banana.
well, that's even better because most of the time people don't have banana flavoring. But if you have a real banana, you just cut up a little couple pieces, and you
Throw it
don't,
in there?
you know, you can put it on the side of your glass like a garnish.
Is this a Texas thing?
You're like slice of banana.
Bree's fucking throwing shots today. Holy shit. Spicy.
It's a long
You know what, Bri?
So,
I'm just wondering. I've never heard that before. That's all. Every state has their things.
Oh no, our thing is like tequila and cheap beer.
Treat bear,
Yeah,
cold
treat
bear.
Cold beer. Yep.
Cold beer
Together.
and whiskeys.
Yeah.
Oh, whiskus.
Space Cow says there's probably a banana UFO out there somewhere.
I bet there is. There definitely is.
Next time you go ahead and peel a banana, go ahead and say, "May I check your jacket, sir?" as you peel that banana sleeve off of there so delicately.
Oh my god!
Do you peel a banana from like the pointy part, or do you peel it from the bottom where the nut comes from?
I do it the wrong way. I do it from the top.
I don't peel bananas because I don't eat bananas.
Oh, that's right. That's
I thought you were
right.
about to say you just go ahead.
Right with the skin on. I'm like, oh, it's so nutritious.
Well, this converstion is going completely sideways.
Yeah.
We're shitting all over our favorite things, okay?
Yeah. So, okay, I'm gonna change subject for a second.
So bananas.
Yeah. So anyway,
No, that's a banana.
What about peanut butter?
actually, that's really delicious.
Jamie's allergic to peanut butter.
I am allergic to peanut butter.
What is wrong with y'all?
I know.
Christ.
Jesus.
I'm
like
not
it.
allergic to anything. I
Can't
know,
eat it.
kinda wild.
Sounds gross. I'm allergic.
Sounds like some picky bitches.
So
Exactly.
Like you make up because you just don't like something. You just
Yeah,
say-
you don't like it. Truthfully, that's
I'm
what I did about
allergic.
bananas growing up. I used to tell people I was allergic because I just didn't like them.
All right, class, we're having a pop quiz. Can't. I'm allergic.
I'm allergic. Sorry.
Allergic. Sorry.
I peel bananas wrong. Can't do it.
Okay, so switching topics here, you guys.
To oranges.
Obviously you guys are into UFOs, the paranormal. Can we say? Well, we'll get to the Bigfoot part in a lick. I've got a question for you guys.
Yeah.
But good. Introduce yourselves for the people that are watching our show that don't know about you. I'm sure there's people in here that do know about you, but yeah, give you a little bit of background on how you guys started. Like, how did you guys start the podcast?
Yeah, I'll let Bri take it. Go for it, Bri.
Okay, well, I'm Bri. That's Jaimie.
Hey.
So we have been
What's up,
best
girl?
friends for a very, very long time. And oh God, like years and years went by. And one day, I don't know, one of us mentioned something about ancient aliens. And I think it was when I mentioned I was going to Contact in the Desert, actually. And we realized that we both watched the show. And then it was like, really? I don't know anyone else that does. And then a couple days later, it was just like, well, something happened to me before that was kind of suspicious. And I told my story, and then she told her story. And then it was like, wait a second, did that happen around the same time? And it did. And it was back when we used to hang out every single day.
Okay.
And it was within probably a week period. I'd say at the most, maybe like a week period apart. And that was spooky to us because we were just like, how did this happen to both of us separately? And we didn't tell each other. How does that happen? Like two best friends keeping that to themselves, going through it alone, not telling a soul, and not even realizing that your best friend you could talk to because they're going through the exact same thing. And then it was just like this world exploded for us. And it was like this, we became each other's like, you're the only person I can talk to kind of thing. And we'd get together on Friday nights and have a couple of drinks and watch Ancient Aliens and just have a great old time, go off on tangents. And we started the podcast because we went to Alien Con.
The very first one ever.
Yeah. Found ourselves at the bar like we usually are. You guys know that's kind of like how we met you guys. We just like sit at the bar and make friends. Too many drinks, way too many drinks deep. And we went on one of those tangents together, and it was just the two of us. And it was like we ignored everyone else around us. We were just like ping-ponging back off each other. And then it was like we came up for air, like snapped out of it. And there were all these people around us just watching. And someone said, you guys should start a podcast.
Hell yeah.
And we just laughed. Like, that's a joke.
That's a joke. That's so funny. Okay.
Time went on. We kept doing our same old Friday bullshit, have some drinks, have some fun, just talk about our favorite topics. And then one day I was driving and I just had this like urge to pull over into Best Buy. Like, so random. I was like, I'm going to Best Buy. I walked in and I was just like, I need a microphone. Bought a microphone, brought it home. We had no idea what we were doing. I don't have any background, barely even using my own computer.
Yep.
So we have absolutely no background in what we were doing whatsoever. I just grabbed a microphone. I called Jaimie and I said, I bought a microphone. We're starting our podcast. And that's literally.
And the first episode, we just put the microphone in the middle of like the coffee table in this big loud room. We had no idea what we're doing. It's the worst episode. It's on our fucking SoundCloud. It's the only place you can find it. And it was awful. It was awful because we just didn't know. And then our first few episodes were also awful. It was just us rambling and just talking about bullshit. But then eventually over time, we got into a rhythm and figured out like what about this subject really made us passionate and like what we wanted to like educate other people about.
Yeah.
Yeah. And just like how it works, you know, everything was so new to us because we never listened to any other. Well, I was never actual podcast listener.
But
so I had no idea.
Yeah.
Like, you know, where people put podcasts or do people have artwork or do you have to write things? I had no idea. Like we were so fresh. It was ridiculous. I can't really even believe I had the balls to even just think that we could do that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Wait, can you put the podcast in your pocket?
Yeah, I know for sure. Like no idea. I'm like, well, people do YouTube. They just jump on. They're like, hey, but it was so grassroots. It's ridiculous. I'm actually quite embarrassed that first episode's on SoundCloud because I come across it sometimes and I'm like, oh God. Sounds like we're like 10 hallways down. Like,
The echo, I know.
I'm like, Jaimie! We're just like yelling or something.
Yelling, yeah. Drunk, very drunk.
I'd be willing to bet though the content hasn't changed a lot because you guys have a great chemistry. Maybe the equipment has improved, but yeah, I've been a listener to y'all's show ever since I met you, and man, I mean, I have so many like detailed questions, but yeah, y'all do a great job.
Thank you.
Like it's super informative, but y'all are hilarious. So
thank you. That's really what we want to do the most. Like we want to be informative and tell people about the topic, but what me and Bri have the most fun doing is just playing with each other. Like it's about our relationship with each other.
Wrong.
I know it really does. You guys know what I mean. Like we like hanging out and having fun and making jokes and being stupid and silly. And like we realized a few episodes in that that's really what the podcast was about at the end of the day. We could be talking about anything. It's about mine and her's relationship with each other and the journey that we go on.
That's very true. And I also think just being authentic with it is so important as well. I care so much about the subject that I like to bring information because I'm actually learning about these things. So I do like to share it to people. But at the same time, we're just being our authentic selves. And I think people appreciate that a whole lot more rather than if we were really kind of like buttoned up type speakers where, you know, you have to be a certain way. And then I don't think that'd be fun anymore. So somehow I think us just being our authentic selves is the sweet spot. And it's just remembering to be there.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you know, it's kind of the same story for us. Like, that's why we kind of like, I feel like we had like this connection when we met. Because it was almost like the same thing. You're like, y'all were like for the first time we met like chick versions of ourselves in the podcast world. Because a lot of times, like you do listen to these UFO podcasts and they are very buttoned up. They're very serious. They're kind of formal. Everybody's like, I'd like to have the information, please. Blah, 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 blah. I'm going to tell you what you got. And like sometimes it's just like, hey, how about a conversation? Right?
Exactly.
Yeah, I know. I think someone told us once, they loved our podcast because it sounded like we were just two girls having a drink at the bar, having a conversation.
It's literally how we started.
And then I was like, oh, that's kind of what we do.
That's kind of what we do.
If it works.
Yep.
Hell yeah. I love that. Yeah, I think that's why we hit it off when we met at the conference. Like what Joe says. So, man, so talking about, if we could back up for a second, the thing that brought you guys together was you both had individual sightings. Was this around the same time period? Do you guys want to talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, it was within a week of each other. So my very first like conscious experience of seeing a UFO, I at the time lived in Oakland, California, and I was down in the Southern Bay area where Bri lives in Morgan Hill visiting her. And I was driving home. It was like 2:00 in the morning. I saw this really weird craft that was like coming along the freeway, but it was too low to be an airplane, too high to be a helicopter. It was just confusing the way it was flying. It didn't make sense. So I was like, oh my God, let's follow it. We followed it off the freeway. I saw it land on top of this building, and I said I could see that from my house. So let's go home and go look at it. And I got home, and through my window, I saw it, and it was this craft on top of a building that had a light on top of it that kind of changed colors from like a blue to a green to like a red, a yellow, just like not the typical colors you would see on like an airplane or anything like that. Very kind of like LED before LED was LED, if that makes sense.
Ooh.
And so I saw it and I stared at it for a long time, who knows how long. And eventually at some point, this really weird like laser pointer ended up coming through the window I was looking at. And it almost like started scanning all of my walls. Like I saw it kind of just like pacing its way. And I tell this very funny part of the story. I was terrified, and I called my friend Rafa, and I was like, oh my God, I think that there's this alien like checking out my fucking room right now. Like I'm very desperately, what the fuck should I do?
Well, what you got in there?
Yeah. He very jokingly was like, well, you know what, Jaimie, aliens don't like water and they can't open doorknobs. So why don't you lock yourself in your closet, grab a bottle of water, you'll be safe.
Grab a bottle of water and a banana.
Not realizing that this is literally the plot of Signs.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I took my ass into the closet with my bottle of water, my pack of cigarettes, and my ashtray, and I chain smoked in that closet in the dark until the morning, basically. And what happened was I woke up in bed. I had realized at that point that I didn't put myself in my bed, and there is a period where I remember being in the closet, and then all of a sudden I woke up very peacefully sleeping in bed, like just very normally. And in that moment, I knew something was wrong. I said, oh no, something happened. And I never, at the time, looked over to my partner and was like, did something happen? And he looked at me like I was crazy. So then I didn't really talk about it again. I think maybe a week or two had went by, and I kind of sort of had said to Bri, like, hey, I think I saw a UFO. And she was like, that's cool.
Dude, yeah,
I remember
that's
that
pretty
so
wild.
hard, which is so weird. I remember walking up the stairs to where that like window is before you get to your house, and you're like, I saw a UFO. She described it, and she was like, it was right there on top of the building, and I was like, that's cool. And then that was it.
That was it.
Shit.
Yeah, dude. I mean, you went from like a highly flammable situation to like sleepy situation.
Real fucking quickly.
Yeah.
Real
That's
quickly.
pretty strange.
And then Bri's happened like a week later.
But mine wasn't a sighting. Mine was different, which is really interesting because there are many aspects to, I think, being an experiencer, having a type of anything, whether if it's abduction or things are happening to you through dreams. There's so many different things on the spectrum. There are these people that see physical crafts and maybe they're abducted. They have those kind of experiences. And then there are other people that have more of like a spiritual experience, and things tend to happen in more of a way that isn't so tangible. And I was one of those people. And they're both equally just as strong. It's just, it shows really how vast this whole subject is, that it connects to people in so many different ways. There's so many different types of contact experiences.
Yeah.
So hers was seeing a physical craft. Mine was a weird sleep paralysis type situation. That was the first time that really woke me up to everything, because I was awake and then I was paralyzed, and then all these thoughts came into my head that they were coming, they were here, and they have always been coming for me. And it was like a remembrance. It was like a knowing. And I just remember snapping out of it and knowing that something super weird happened and being like, what the hell happened? Like it was just like so stuck on me. And then everything in my life changed since then. Then it was like every single day having dreams of like crafts and being abducted. And it was just like a whole different series of events that ended up happening to me. And a lot of that happens in like dream time situations, not having any interest in craft, but seeing it in my dreams, and then going online and seeing the same craft in my dreams that I had never, because I'd never looked at the subject. So like black triangles, for example, was like one of my first dreams. Never saw anything like that before. I lived in a totally different world. And I saw a picture and I was just like shocked, because I was like, that's exactly what I saw in my dream. And I started having remembrances. And then, especially with the podcast over time, the more we started talking about things, then I started to realize other weird things that had happened to me throughout my life. And it's so funny. It's one of the strongest things that I remember that I never even brought up to my parents. And then my mom brought it up to me the other day and was like, now I know what happened. Was the story of as a kid, when I woke up in the middle of the night, banging out on my parents' door because I had sleepwalked, but I locked the door behind me. Like, how does that, like, I locked myself out. I was locked outside of my house.
What?
Banging to be let back inside as a kid. Yeah. I just remember snapping out of it because my parents opened the door and they're freaking out. Like, what the, like, how did you get out here? The door is locked. Like, freaked out, you know? And it's like one of those things where you're just like, I slept walked. You know, I didn't really think anything else other than that. But it's just the memory of me waking up from that stuck with me so strong. And then it wasn't until you start putting all these weird pieces together and you're like, well, that is really freaking strange. Like, who? Like, no one was behind me to lock the door. It's the middle of the night. And, you know, I never talked to my parents about that. But literally the other day, my mom was like, now I know what happened to you when you were locked outside and you were banging to be let back in.
What did she say?
Locked out. That's all she said.
She just knows?
Talking about being abducted, and she was like, now I know. She was like, now I know what happened when you were locked out, banging to be left back inside of the house in the middle of the night. And it was like one of those things where you don't really have an explanation for that. Other than you slept walked. But I still can't really see how I could lock the door.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
Strange. That is
but
strange.
There were lots of things like that happened to me as a kid. And so those things started to come back.
Wow. Bro, isn't that weird how they kind of described a similar situation that we had? Like
in a lot of ways, yeah.
Like
okay, please explain.
What?
So one night I'm standing outside. I see this weird like
banana.
Like it was a banana, and so it was like this weird like strobe looking thing. And so I hop in the car, I drive down. Turns out the city put like this big strobe blinky light on top of the water tower in my hometown. I was like, that's interesting. So I drive back home. I park in my parking lot. My what is that thing called? A driveway. I park in my driveway. In my parking lot, dude. So I park in my driveway, and my smoking hot wife is standing outside, and she goes, "What is that?" And I look up in the sky, and I see this orange orby thingy, and it was either like really high and it was massive, or it was like really low and not that big. But it was like a strange like depth that like I was trying to view. It was like 2 telephone poles high. If you hold your hand out, it was like bigger than your thumbnail. Like it was a strange looking thing. And it comes straight over. We're looking at it. I'm like, oh, that's got to be a satellite. And then as it goes over my house, just disappears. Just disappears, right? I don't say anything about it.
Just goes.
Just like whatever, you know, no biggie. Yeah. And then the podcast comes that Thursday, and Ben's like, dude, I gotta tell you something. He had like this weird, like spiritual-ish dream that happened like within the week. Like we experienced the same things.
Fucking synchronicities.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Bros.
Pretty wild.
That's the aspect that we share, is that like you guys a week in the same time period. For us, it was like
one physically seeing something, one having something spiritually happen to them.
Yes.
I mean,
maybe this is how all true duos are born.
I just got
you know what I
the
mean?
chills.
Like this is maybe like this is means we're like destined for greatness. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know like if y'all have heard the story, but like Jaimie, did you? So my experience is I audibly, but also mentally, I didn't really hear anything, but I had this message kind of put in my consciousness.
It's a knowing.
If that makes sense. It was this mantra. It was like over and over and over. It just kept saying like, you are a light bringer. You bring the light. And it just kept repeating itself. And I didn't know anything about what that meant.
You're a light
God.
worker
Or anything.
That's what Bri is.
I was gonna say I have a whole nother layer to put on top of that is when that happened to me, when all the weird stuff happened, was when I started seeing 1111 everywhere, and then I came across a random ass like email that told me that I was a light worker and that I was waking myself up by seeing all these 1111s, and then I look up at the computer and it's 1111, and I was just like, stop. And now you're just saying this whole light worker thing. That is so weird.
See, I didn't even know anything about what that meant at the time, and then I started like Googling it, and like, dude, I asked my brother, and he's like, he comes from a very religious background, different upbringing than I did, and he was like, bro, that's Satan, dude.
Oh my god,
and so like, but I understand where he's coming from, but at the same time, I think there's a little more to it now that I've asked and talked to different people about it. But that's cool that you guys kind of
have you ever heard a voice that said, I've heard this thing, and it was like, hey, you smell that?
No.
I don't know, just like that sentence is really funny. You guys smell popcorn, dude?
You guys smell that?
I hate popcorn.
What do you like to eat, Bri?
Right now, Jesus.
I'm the one that likes everything.
Cheese and potatoes.
No, I'm not picky. I just don't like popcorn. I like everything else.
Oh, that's so funny.
I'm not the picky eater of the group.
I'm not. I'm the picky
of the bunch, of the pair.
Pair.
But
oh my god, I'm tripped out though.
It's just crazy that like that experience, and that experience has to have happened to more than just us, right? Like,
yes.
It has
to.
To.
Yeah.
Has to.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
It's a tale as old as time.
So what do you think it is? Do you think it's a dream? I mean, even the sleep paralysis thing, because I've had an experience as well a few years back that I'm still struggling with. Like, what the fuck was that? You know, like I feel like more people experience that stuff, and maybe, it is sleep paralysis, but maybe there's that gray area, right? Like,
yeah, there's definitely a combination, which is before I went down the alien, like the full alien road.
She went down the Jesus road.
I'm actually naturally very skeptical. So it took me a long time. I started looking online, of course, sleep paralysis. I'm like, thank God there's a scientific explanation. This is perfect. But the more I started looking into it, the more I was like, no, but it wasn't the same. It wasn't the same at all. And it also doesn't make sense to me, the thoughts that were going over and over and over again, and how it was like a knowing for me. Like, I just knew I've done this. This has happened so many times. It wasn't like there's a creepy shadow in the corner of my room and my chest is heavy and I can't move. That sounds like sleep paralysis. But what happened with me, no. But that's still the only explanation. I still say a weird sleep paralysis because it's like that, because I was paralyzed. So I still use that term just because there's not another term.
Yeah.
But I don't think that it's the same whatsoever.
Damn,
that's crazy.
When you said the knowing part, it didn't click until you just kind of reiterated that. Like, I feel like what I experienced sounds a lot like what you went through. But dude, Jaimie, I've got to ask, like, so this green laser thing, did it have like a geometric kind of thing?
Oh, you mean the red laser?
Oh, did you say red?
It was red. Yeah. Okay. No, it literally looked like like somebody had a laser fucking pointer. And at the time, again, I lived in Oakland. Okay, the ghetto of Oakland. Who the fuck has a laser pointer at 2:00 in the fucking morning?
No,
somebody with a gun.
I really genuinely thought at first it was like a person, and I was trying to pinpoint where it was coming from, but it literally just looked like a laser pointer, and it like scanned. And then it would get to the end of the wall and then go down and start again.
So
and
it was like somebody with a shaky hand, like,
no,
like,
it wasn't.
There's no
shaky,
one
though.
across either. I don't think you really made that clear. She was at the very top level. I used to hang out there all the time.
Yeah,
there was no other building.
Like above.
There's no other.
I was the highest, and I was right on top.
Nowhere.
Yeah.
There's no one. Even if they were in an airplane, like that's literally the only thing, is if they were like literally in a helicopter,
and it was
going by
right
window
through my building, and it was literally so steady and just a line, and then it would stop and go down and scan. And it was a studio apartment, so I only had 4 fucking walls, and it scanned every one of those motherfuckers.
Dude,
that's crazy.
And it was the ghetto. I'm not gonna lie. I said hookers because I used to watch them.
They were hookers.
So
yes,
it was like, it's not the kind of neighborhood you would expect anything like that to happen.
That's pretty wild. Jaimie, do you have an AC now?
I do.
You have an how is that?
Triggered,
Is it
dude.
pretty awesome?
It's amazing, and it's always 68 degrees in my house.
Fuck yeah, it's the same way as me, man. Bree, you still don't have an AC? You still use Windows and shit, or what?
Oh my god.
No, she has AC.
You have an AC?
I keep that on 68 too.
That's what's
Yeah,
up. That's what's up. Last time we talked to you guys, you were like, "Yeah, no, we don't have ACs." I was
I
like,
don't remember.
Not me.
It's Californians, man.
No, why do people think that people in California don't have ACs? Of course they have ACs. They're rich white people.
That's what I thought too.
Agreed.
I figured if you're gonna have an AC, you probably
It's
have
there.
one in
I have to
California.
have an AC. I live in Las Vegas, 115 degrees outside.
I don't even want to hear it. Okay, Jaimie.
so hot.
All right.
So hot.
You hang
Yeah.
out with George Knapp all the time, or what?
I wish.
Or what?
Let's go.
So you like call him and be like, "Hey, George, what are you doing?"
Just like go. I should find out his address to like hang out outside his gate. Be like, hey George, you want to be friends?
It's called investigating.
Yeah.
Right now. Like, can you tell me where the aliens are?
I heard he's a big fan of bananas.
Yeah.
Is that what it is? So should I
gotta
bring him some?
Look him up in the phone book.
I will. I mean, honestly, he spends a lot more time of his time in Joshua Tree than he does in Vegas anymore.
Lame.
I know.
What's out in Josh? Like just hanging out, or what is he doing out there?
That's where all the UFO people are, man. If you don't know, like the Joshua Tree, fucking, you tend to whatever. What's the valley called, Bri?
What do you mean?
The valley where fucking Coachella is at.
Joshua Tree Valley.
Oh, there's Coachella
Coachella
is in
Valley.
Coachella,
It's
but
in
there's
Coachella, but-
Indio, there's 29 Palms.
Like that whole area. That's where like
There's,
Jeremy Corbell, George Knapp hangs out, Bob Lazar. That's like where everyone is.
Dude, I picture like all those dudes like hanging out on a rock,
Yeah.
and then like that's where they're just always there, kind of like NPCs in a video game.
Ah,
where,
yeah.
like, you go to like start a mission and they're
It's
like
just that
waiting
they're
for you.
constantly waiting. Yeah.
They're like, so you like aliens, right? Like,
This is how you enter this level. Let me tell you a story. Yeah.
I like to imagine them on a yacht, just
Ooh.
in the desert, though.
Oh,
And
okay,
that's
so
just
no
where
water.
they go. Yeah, no water. They
I
just
got
put
it.
They were just so badass, and they bought a yacht and put it out in the
In the
desert.
desert, and that's
And
just
that's
where
where
they're
they
partying.
meet up.
Yeah.
They party on a yacht in the middle of the desert.
love
Yeah.
Because if I had a lot of money, first thing I would do is buy a yacht and put it in the desert.
Yeah. I mean,
Would you-
why not? Why
would
not?
you leave it on
What
the
the
trailer
hell?
or like make it a permanent?
No, dude,
address?
I would
Permanent
like
boat.
I would dig a small hole
Hole
and then
to put it
enough
in?
to set it in to where it
Yeah.
sets there,
Yeah.
and then that's it. It's permanent.
I think though, but if you were also rich enough that you could just get water imported around it,
Just
Create
have,
your own lake.
Just hire a bunch of helicopters to fly over and
that's
drop
what I'm saying.
water.
Yeah, and drop
in the
water.
desert.
Yeah.
And then how there's like a town it's called something Palm Springs. Isn't that how
Palm Springs.
Palm Springs
Yeah,
started?
Palm Springs is
right?
down there. Yeah. Exactly.
A bunch of helicopters just dropped off water one time. Right?
Exactly.
They were like, here.
Now
Oh,
it's
yeah,
about
we go
oasis.
to where is that place we go? Indian Wells.
Indian Wells.
It's basically like Palm Springs.
It's basically like Palm Springs light. Yeah.
Damn.
That's what's
Well,
up.
we should go meet up and we'll
Yes.
just throw our own party out there.
Let's go. Let's go.
I know. Are you guys gonna go to
I've
any
been-
event?
I've been trying
coming
to say this forever. Let's fucking get a Airbnb in Joshua Tree, a nice big house, and just fucking go ham, have our own mini UFO fest where we just look for aliens and get shit faced.
Dude.
Yeah.
We'll
Let's
bring
do it.
we'll bring Dan Moran with his night scope vision goggles. We'll do
Let's go.
we'll do a
Let's fucking
live
plan this shit.
we'll do a 3-day long live podcast. We talked
Yeah, we'll
about,
do a 3-day long live stream. Let's fucking go.
but like we don't stop
Hell
live streaming.
yeah.
No, the whole time. And we just everybody comes in and out. You take a nap, I'll come take over for you. I take a nap, you come in.
That would
yeah.
be perfect for a
Sounds like
72-hour
sabotage.
podcast.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
It'd be so fucking fun. We could raise money for some UFO charity. Let's
Hell
let's
yeah,
go.
dude.
If everybody in the chat pitched in, we could all buy or rent a
We could-
dope ass house. and
We could rent
all
this dope
go.
ass fucking house.
Okay, the UFO charity is to buy a yacht so we can put it in the desert.
Put it in the desert. No, it's a UFO watchtower then.
A UFO
Oh,
watchtower in the desert.
Maybe,
Love
That's
that.
maybe
That's right.
that's an idea that we're supposed to be holding on to.
I think that's one of our ideas. I'm sorry. But that sounds like a great, like, could you imagine going out to the desert? I'm going to the UFO yacht.
Yeah, dude.
Dude.
Yeah,
Love
That's where we
that.
see all those fucking aliens at that fucking yacht in the desert.
Mhm.
dude. Yeah.
Oh man,
we
you'd
need
have
to
to call
do?
it like a UFY.
Ah,
I like
unidentified
that.
floating
Yes.
object.
No, oh fuck.
Oh, so it's still UFO.
Unidentified flying yacht, man.
That's what I'm saying.
Ah.
UFY.
That's
Why?
it.
Yeah.
I feel like it's got to have a sail on it. You know,
It
can't
does have
be
to have a sail. I
motorized.
agree. Like in the wind. Yeah.
Big
Very
ass
piratey.
sail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, it's like lime green captain hats.
Oh, I can picture it with a slinky on top and like dangles when we try to talk
And
to
we
each
can,
other.
we can set up little tents around it to sleep at night, turn it into a whole
Yes.
campground.
I love it.
Ooh,
We pillage, we
Live.
plunder,
Lots
we
of
rifle and
lasers.
loot. Drink
Should we
up
start-
the
should we start a
items of
Kickstarter?
holy.
Fuck yeah.
Ooh, invite a DJ,
Hell
Paris
yeah.
Hilton.
DJ Perry, John Perry.
DJ Perry. That's right. DJ Perry. We could get him.
Is that
Yes.
his name? I forgot.
Yeah, he's the one who.
John
Yeah,
Perry.
John Perry. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
We should hit up Rockin' Rick from Belton, Texas, dude. I think he's free.
Rockin' Rick,
Rockin'
dude.
Rick, dude.
We'll have a whole fucking music festival. Let's go.
Dude, let's go.
Hey, then we could play our music from the UFO Garage Band.
The UFO Garage
Yeah.
Band.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Oh my
If
God,
only
we're
we
making
had millions of
plans.
dollars.
We're writing an album.
Ooh. Maybe we should start a GoFundMe.
What's
That's
that
what I'm
song?
saying.
We have one song. We have a chorus to one song.
Okay, tell it. Let's hear it. Let's hear it, please.
We're just dudes being dudes, yeah.
Oh, I love that.
Hell
I
yeah,
love
it's
that.
Sounds like a
That's the whole
commercial.
vibe.
It's catchy, and
Very
I
catchy.
feel like it's provocative and it gets the
It
people
is.
going.
It gets, you know what?
Provocative.
I don't know what the fuck it means, but it's provocative and it gets the people going.
Oh my
Hell
God.
It's mysterious.
Mysterious.
So speaking of event and stuff, how was tell us about your contact in the desert stuff. I tried to buy a ticket. I didn't follow through. I called once and then I called again and the line was busy. And I'm sure they had so many people calling in because that thing's like huge. So
Do you still want to buy a ticket?
No.
Bree's like,
yes.
hold on, business wise, let me get you in.
yes,
You do?
I do.
Just hit up Bri afterwards.
No.
Yeah.
Bree,
Yeah.
I hit you up after we.
Yeah. So I guess,
No,
I
yeah,
guess
for sure.
wait,
That's
Bree,
what I'm
should you
doing.
tell the
I
world
work
now?
for Contact in the Desert.
There you
It's my
go.
full-time job.
This is for you exclusively to the world. Bri works for Contact in the Desert.
I work for
Everyone.
Contact in the Desert.
Hell yeah.
Oh shit! All right, nice.
That's
Little
what's
exclusive
up.
for you.
That's what's up.
That's
I
what's
don't think we've
up.
even told our podcast.
We haven't told our podcast yet. That's what I'm saying. It's exclusively just for you guys.
Fuck, dude, are they hiring? Shit, take the ticket.
I'm
Are
sorry.
they hiring?
You said that's like so defeated.
No, you know,
I
this
did.
is what happened. Contact in the Desert reached out to us this year because Contact in the Desert was a little bit different. It was going to be virtual. And
Yeah.
they asked us to do some interviews of some of their speakers, which we have done, previously for them before last year. And we were like, yeah, we would love that. And we started talking to Lisa, who is a part of the show. And we just really vibe with her. We have a lot of good conversations. And we were talking to her about, you guys need to promote on more social media platforms. We were like, you guys really need to get on TikTok. It's a big deal. And she was like, we don't know TikTok. And I was like, oh, let me do your TikTok for you. Let me help you guys out. Like, I'll be a bro. And we started with a TikTok account with them and we got them about 15,000 followers in about a month and a half.
Shit.
And it kind of exploded from there. Yeah. So then we started doing more and more of their social media for them. And then finally, right before the event started, they asked Bri to come on full time.
That's
what's up.
awesome. Hell
That's
yeah.
what's up.
Congrats, y'all.
Hopefully you don't have
That's
to get on StreamYard or anything.
That it's always been my favorite event. I've gone for years and years. It's always been my favorite thing. It's the one thing a year where I feel like I'm around like-minded people. It's the kind of place Jaimie and I go to when we walk in. We're like, we get the chills. We're just like, oh my
this is where we're
God.
supposed to be.
And so it's definitely a blessing to be a part of something that is always striving to bring like the best researchers and more, and like a hub for all kinds of people to get together. I think a lot of us feel isolated, around here. And luckily now, of course, UFOs are kind of becoming more of a mainstream thing just because of the news.
Yeah.
But for those of us that have been around for a long time, I think it's normal to feel alone, especially, I don't know what kind of time you guys grew up in, but like where Jaimie and I did, like there's the 90s. No, it's not.
The 90s, exactly, yeah.
It's not a thing. It's not a thing. And so it's nice when you find a place where you meet people. Like when we met you guys at UFO Con, it's those experiences where you get to be around people that you just click with and you can have natural conversations
with, yeah.
and feel like yourself. I think it's important to have more of those type of events and bring more and more people together because this subject touches people in so many different ways, especially if you have experience, you know, one-on-one with it. And then when you meet other people that have had the same experience, it's just, it's magic.
Yep.
It feels like there's a magic to it.
Yeah.
I feel that way.
I agree.
So I definitely think it's important, and like building that community. I think the community is going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. And before you know it, if you don't believe in UFOs, you'll be the weirdo. Honestly.
Yeah,
definitely. You'll be the odd man out eventually.
Love that. I love that sentiment. It's like, it used to be that, you know, the stigma and all that, of course, but the conferences, I feel like, used to be about the speaker, but I think what you guys are realizing is it's more about the attendees.
Exactly. It's about the community that's there and the people that you meet. I mean, when we first started going to Contact, it was just me, Bri, and her husband, and that was it. And every year we add more and more people to our group, more and more friends that we have, to the point now where like her sister, who was never into this stuff, will murder us if we don't bring her next year. You know what I mean? Like it's like very serious. It's like even her husband's best friend who isn't into this is like, oh no, he's like, oh no, I'm going next year. Like her parents come with us now. We have all these friends, you know, a lot of listeners of the show. We're like, come on, come meet us there. So it's become this huge place for us all to meet and just feel comfortable. And that's what we realize it is. Like, don't get me wrong, we love to learn the experiences, but it's also just nice to have a community and a place where you can feel safe and talk about whatever the fuck you want to talk about.
Yeah.
And not have to like filter your shit.
Exactly.
Like, you're like, never going to be the weirdest one.
Never.
No matter what.
Never.
My parents were still like, you still playing on the internet? Talking about them aliens? And then I showed them the trailer to our documentary, and they were like, "Holy shit, are you serious?"
They're doing stuff.
I was like, "Yeah,
oh yeah, they're doing stuff."
I mean, it's like there's some cool stuff happening. Like it's not just like some random ass topic anymore. I mean, like there's a lot of people that are starting to get into this, and like yeah, it's nice to like actually talk about the stuff now and be like, oh, you're the odd man out now. You know, it's not really like us anymore, you know. And hey, remember, dude, ready and pause. And we're back.
We're trying out this new thing.
What?
Where we pause for advertising. Where we pause for advertising.
Got it.
Where we were like, wouldn't it be funny if we just pause at like the most inopportunist time?
Inopportune time and just throw it in there and come back. I like that. That's a vibe.
That's great. That's awkward.
So I love that.
We actually just signed on with a network.
Ooh, congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. But Believe is the name of the network. It's a podcasting network, and now there's like advertisement stuff going on, and we're like, hell yeah, but like we still don't know how it works.
No idea what you're doing.
So
like
now,
they told us, but we just don't get it.
I get
Did we all take a pause?
Should we do another one just in case?
We're just gonna do random pauses. Ready and pause. And we're back. Yeah, I love it. I love it. I'm digging it.
Like,
you know,
on point.
I like how you
look like you froze.
I did. I was in the vibe.
you're very still.
I think of myself an actress every once in a while.
Yeah.
Is there actually going to be like an ad come across there, or is it just like an audio ad? So
I have no idea.
For her to be like,
I don't know. Yesterday I heard a Samuel Adams ad on the show, so I was like,
better not be brought to you by Swipes. I'll be so
mad. Oh my god, not Swipes.
I like Sam Adams. I dig it.
Swipes.
I'm trying to get Swipes for years.
We've been trying to get a sponsorship from Swipes for so long.
And brought to you by Shake
I love that. I would love to be sponsored by the Shake Weight as well.
I love first time Shake Weight users.
First timers. People are like accosting them like losers, first timers. Geez.
God.
You've never used a Shake Weight?
Never used a fucking Shake Weight. Get out of here.
I've been using a Shake Weight since I was like 13. So not a first time user.
Yeah.
Oh,
Right-handed or left-handed?
I'm a switch hitter, man.
Switch.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
When you do the shake weight, a lot of them are 2 hands.
It's the only only thing I'm ambidextrous with.
Two-handed of your own? Jesus.
Careful with that.
I used to have one. There's one where you literally lunge forward, reach backwards.
Fuck yeah.
And
No wonder you're married.
Right. Has it since been retired since you got married? Shit.
She's like, no, I still hang on to it. For,
She's like,
Oh,
every once in a while, I take it out of the
sentimental
closet just
purposes.
to show somebody what I can do.
Oh man, what a good move! I like that move. That's an
I think
interesting
you
one.
demonstrated it as well.
It's gonna be hilarious, bro. I'm gonna go home and
You
I'm gonna be
lunge
talking to my wife. I'm gonna be like, "Hey, babe, I'm gonna stand back here tonight. I want you to try something." She's like,
Want
"Where
you
the
to
fuck
lunge?
did you learn this?" like,
one knee down, lunge, arm back.
Look forward.
No, babe.
No
get
eye
on,
contact.
get on one. knee.
Eye contact, always.
Too hard.
That's too much eye contact. No more eye contact.
Almost made me spit out my friends here. Jeez.
Yes, dude.
Shit.
Hey, Bri, I wanted to ask, that little photo behind you, is that an assortment of jellyfish that you've slammed into like a picture frame?
Those are
Jamie gave this to me.
I was like, that's a gift from me.
Are they
And-
jellyfish?
No, they're slices of geodes.
Oh,
They're
that's
stones.
Ah,
stones.
Oh, there you go. You got the lights on. Yeah, they're slices of geodes of crystals.
yeah, would you like to see some of my collections?
It's like,
Good.
shall we bring out
I got this
Shall we
one.
bring out the
Oh,
crystals?
I've got more crystals.
Oh
It's
man,
like, yeah. I was like,
she got
wait,
them rocks, man. She got
there's
them
more.
rocks.
Oh my
rock.
God. Wait, there's
We
more.
got the
There's
plate.
so many crystals.
Oh, wait, and we got crystals on rocks.
All I have,
yeah.
all I have is beer.
Just beer. Mm.
And we have Buddha.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, she's got a whole little fucking setup over there.
I got a lot of
We have
things over here.
We don't have nothing.
I have Sasquatch back here.
Yeah, we got Sasquatch.
We got it from Phil from What If Tomorrow
Tomorrow
podcast.
podcast.
Plug for What If Tomorrow podcast.
This is not an actual representation of
Okay.
actual Sasquatch.
This
This
is
is
a
Okay, let me see.
this is a mini one.
Much
Okay,
smaller
okay.
I just
version.
want to show people what
Yeah, let's see.
kind of what it looks like from.
How do you guys even get a room like that? Like,
I
know, isn't it so
where are
cute?
you?
I know, I'm jealous.
Oh,
Oh!
I forgot that they're in Texas, so they can have giant
They can
houses
have nice
and
things.
things.
Yeah, yeah. They have nice things in Texas.
Not
You're
fair.
fucking hating on their Texas drinks, but they got fucking nice houses out there.
That's
No, I
right.
remember because you said you're buying a new house, and
It's
then
like-
what you paid for your house is literally I paid 3 times as much
There's like way
for a
less
condo.
For a
way
condo.
less
For a
commies per capita,
condo.
and so
Commies. Oh my.
Well,
God.
I'll just say
Just kidding.
between me and my wife, I'm not the one with the good job. I'll just say that. Well, I have a
Oh, I
good
like
job. I have a good job. It just doesn't pay.
So
as
you're
much
just
as
telling me
hers
that
does.
it's just you like strong women. There's nothing wrong with that.
I love it. I love
Ah,
strong
good.
women. Yeah.
nothing like being bench pressed by your wife. You know,
She's so buff.
I'm into that.
I don't have a wife, but maybe one day.
One of these days,
Gotta get
hey,
you a wife.
You know,
Yeah, maybe.
dude, they're the
I
best.
Bree's kind of sort of my wife, like my
Yeah.
spiritual wife, I feel like. So close enough.
Oh,
like that.
I have one. I know how to get one. If you ever need a wingman, I mean, we can go out and go
You,
wife
you
hunting,
can share.
right?
Mhm.
Dude.
I'll lend you my wife.
I'll lend you. Hey man, I'll lend you my wife. For hey, well,
I'll ask her.
I don't know how your wife would feel about that.
how many
I'll
cold
ask you.
beers would take to
You
lend you
just
my
wait.
wife?
How many beers for your wife?
By a couple tall, cool Lone Stars for a couple of hours. What you say?
Just a couple hours. That's all you need.
Shit fire.
Shoot fire.
Shit fire, man.
Shoot fire.
Pour a couple cups of gravy on that. I'll tell you what,
Oh
that'll
my
taste better than
God.
yeah. You know what I'm
Oh man.
My love of gravy is very, very deep
Oh yeah.
That's
On
what's up.
biscuits.
That's what's
Wait,
up.
on
no, no,
everything.
don't even, I was gonna say, don't answer that because if you say I don't even like biscuits, you can
No, I
break
love
your heart.
biscuits. No, I
and-
love biscuits. No, I love biscuits. I tried to make biscuits the other night and it did not work. So I made failed biscuits. But I tried because I had gravy and I was like, I want some fucking biscuits. And then were not successful. So
Oh man.
Did you
know.
call them failure biscuits?
I did call them failure biscuits. Yes, absolutely. Those are failure biscuits.
Brought to you by Pillsbury failure biscuits.
Just buy the goddamn ones in the package. That should be the tagline.
do you get scared when you pop the roll of biscuits open?
No.
Yes.
I fucking whack that motherfucker like, bam, let's go, bitch.
Nah!
It's biscuit time.
I don't like popping noises.
No, Bri does not. I used to work at a gun range. Popping noises don't bother me.
Nice,
No, I can't.
dude. You got a gun?
Of course.
You got a gun?
We won't talk about that here. We'll talk about that privately, sir.
All right.
But you could come out to when you come to Vegas, I'll take you to the desert and we'll go shooting.
Fuck yeah, you can shoot
Back in
anything
the-
out in the desert.
Anything.
I
You
love
can
it.
just pull over on the side of the fucking road and shoot if you want here. Nobody cares.
That's what's up, dude. We'll have to hit up Jim and be like, hey, can you call Bob?
Yes.
So we can blow some shit up in the desert together?
Fucking go.
Yeah.
Me and Bob Lazar went out to a fucking desert.
Listen, I'm just saying flights to Vegas are very cheap right now. We could have a powwow out here.
Hell yeah.
Are they really?
I just want to
They
shoot.
are.
I just want to shoot a machine gun on the top of our yacht in the middle of the
In the
desert,
middle of the
The
desert.
desert.
and
Yep.
and just scream like it's bacon time.
Ooh, I like that.
So that's
We're
one
gonna
time.
need an underground bunker for me to hide in when you
Oh,
guys do that.
Shit, I'll bring a
Bomb
shovel.
shelter.
A
Hello.
shovel. No, I need like a whole underground thing with
My name is
AC.
Bri, and I need an underground base.
I need a little bit of AC in here. It's a little hot. I need it exactly
Bree's
68
the bougie
degrees.
one of the two of us.
The one time me and Bob Lazar, and he developed my photos.
Bob Lazar made an AC unit out of a paper clip and a piece of chewing gum.
It was incredible. He's like
It was
the
incredible.
crazy son of a bitch.
It turned me on. I don't know what else to say to you.
Hey, all I'm saying is I saw the man's diploma on the wall.
I'm Jim Goodall.
I don't know what it said. I don't remember. It was a long time ago. But I saw
So-
the diploma.
The background on that is like, yes, that sounds like Joey Diaz, but like we've hung out with Jim Goodall for a couple of like the
Hours among hours.
hours.
Days.
And we just he tells the most amazing stories. But
Yeah.
for some reason, when we're retelling each other the stories, we say it in like the Joey Diaz voice.
Ah.
For some reason, it's funnier. I don't know. He doesn't have that accent.
Me and Bri are really bad at all accents. If like we try them constantly and it is never successful ever, like ever. We start one way. We could do a British accent, and that's pretty much. Oh, and Bri could do an Australian accent, and that's pretty much the extent of our mildly decent accents.
Yeah, sometimes we're like, wait, was that Russian? Or
Wait,
was
what was that?
like whenever we say Yugoslavia, then we always start.
We start, and then it ends up like Mexican somehow. It makes no sense.
Yeah,
I've been
it's awful.
Jamaican every once in a while when I'm trying to be like Russian. It makes no sense.
It's just accent of the world, is what
The
it
world,
is. It's
exactly.
it's all in there.
Well,
Hey, wait.
I'm ready for it to
My name
slip
is
in.
Vladimir Puto Way.
The Puto way.
Exactly.
That was very Russian Mexican. I liked it.
Vladimir Puto Way. Vladimir Puto.
All right, so speaking of accents, and this is like just like a little sneaky drop here to our neck. To
Ready and pause.
All
That's
right.
a vibe.
I love
You
how
guys
y'all are.
That's a vibe.
They're going to, so okay, we're not gonna have that many ads, by the way.
I hope not. That's not long enough for an ad. That was like 2 seconds. So like brought to you, and then it's back.
As a matter of fact, we're starting UFO Garage, Bri and Jaimie, part 2 right now.
Yeah, this is part 2. Yeah. Okay, so I want to slip this in. So we're talking about accents. Do you think that Sasquatch, if he or she, if the species exists, has accents to its language based on regions?
Bri.
And
Yugoslavian.
I know there's been some. I listened to your most recent episode. This is why it's fresh in my mind. But Bri, I believe that you got some hate, and I actually heard your initial statement, which was not that bad. Like
Exactly.
yeah.
Wow. So you're a Bri sympathizer, it sounds like.
And Jaimie, I love
He
that.
listens.
Wow.
Yeah.
A Bri
Listen.
sympathizer over here.
Not
So-
everybody listens. They just skim through it and they're just like, oh my God, she doesn't believe in Sasquatch.
So
No,
explain
that was me.
that. Jaimie, what are your thoughts on this whole thing?
Okay, my whole thing was like Bri, in my mind, what I heard Bri say was Bigfoot's not real. Bigfoot's not real. I don't think Bigfoot's real. It might not have been what she said, but
And I said it so many times.
The emotions,
not?
the emotions and the feelings that I got from her and her facial expressions were Bigfoot's full of shit and I don't believe in it. So I was like, all right, game on. It's war. It's war now. Let's go because Bigfoot's real.
And there's a lot of people that would go to war over
That's what I'm saying.
this
sure.
topic. And
That's what
I
I'm
know.
saying.
what I
I
didn't,
know.
what was
See,
your,
just setting me up for hate?
what was your guest recently? He was cool. I liked him.
Bobby.
Bobby.
Bobby. He was
Bobby lives around the corner from you.
I know.
Oh,
I
no
can't believe you
shit.
guys aren't friends.
What?
We're gonna hook you up with Bobby because Bobby will be very good friends with you. But Bobby lives in Austin.
Damn it, Bobby.
Damn it, Bobby.
Damn it, Bobby.
Damn it, Bobby.
God damn it,
Okay,
Bobby.
well, yeah, you need to, yeah, I'd love to hook up with him.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I loved y'all's take on it because you're clearing up some air because you guys got some hate on YouTube. Not hate,
Me.
you know, but
did.
I didn't know this.
Singled out.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry you had to go through that, but
I'm not.
here's the
Tuffins
thing.
are up.
Traumatized.
No, Tuffins are up. Listen, the internet has bullies. Deal with it.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
no.
well, we're-
The last time we were on some show, I think we were actually on StreamYard with Alien Girl, and someone was like, "One of those girls doesn't believe in alien or doesn't believe in Sasquatch."
And I was like, yes, that's right. She doesn't.
I'm like, what?
So okay, so we
I
have
shouldn't have said anything.
You shouldn't have.
Really?
Yeah, you started it.
I thought it was a safe place.
It was not.
There's no such
Oh, well.
thing. As much as they tell you that they're safe
Welcome
places,
to America.
they're not. Fuck them.
So I didn't know this when we started this podcast. We had one email, a listener asking us what part of this genre we were into, and it was like, are you into fringe? Are you into like nuts and bolts? And you guys kind of went over that, and it like totally sent me back in time to when we first started this podcast. And like at the beginning, we didn't know that there was a difference. Like I thought they were all one thing, and
I thought it was all fringe.
I kind of understood that, yes, you know, through this whole journey, like, yes, there are different sections, and there's like, man, there are a lot of people with their own stories, and like, I want to believe you, and like, that is, I do look like this podcast is all about hearing people out. Like, dude, we will hear your story and at least get it out there, so someone else that has something similar can relate to that if they've had something similar.
Or if somebody else wants to debunk it, then fucking go right on ahead.
Yeah.
Right? That's not really our job. We can have questions about it, but I mean, you know, we want to hear your story.
Yeah.
You know,
you guys are along the same lines as well. And what you guys mentioned was that there's sections, there's like fringe and all that. So what was y'all experience navigating like how to talk about this stuff? Like, how did you think about it? Was it all one? Was it separate?
For me, it's all one.
It's all one, yeah.
Just
And I think what happened too is the more and more we researched the subject, the more and more we got into it and realized how it was all connected. You know, I think that we kind of had an overall idea that it was all intertwined. But then when we started researching some of these things and like shit would pop up and it'd be like, what the fuck is happening here? And you see all these through lines between a lot of these stories and stuff and all these similarities. And then you start to realize that like, holy shit, this is bigger than you could have ever imagined. It's more connected than you can ever imagine. And it only gets bigger and more connected the more and more you dig into it.
Yes.
concur.
Okay.
definitely,
Dude. Yeah. That's kind of been a constant in my mind, at least. I mean, my perspective changes like week to week. Like I flip flop a lot. I'm sure everybody listening knows that shit, but like, it's not that I put all of my eggs in one basket. It's just like, I feel like all four of us have an open mind.
Yeah.
But Bri, what you said wasn't that bad. You said if someone were to put me under a lie detector test, right? You wouldn't be able to be 100% sure that you could answer that question of, is Bigfoot real? Which I think that can apply to a lot of different things. Like,
absolutely.
There's a lot of things that I could name off. I just, you know, I don't want to piss everybody off.
Yeah, see, and they'll come for you.
I don't want that.
They'll come for you.
But,
and I don't think people really understood. You know, it's like things, you hear stories and you're like, yes, but for me, I'm a person that has to like experience it, you know? A lot of things that I'm into now sound crazy, and people will say the same thing. Well, I don't know because I haven't experienced it, and I understand that.
Yeah.
That's logical.
But I think we've also gotten to a point too where like, I think I mean, maybe not Bri, but I know me. In the beginning, I wanted things like evidence and documents and videos and photos and stuff. And then as I've gone along, evidence is stupid and none of it matters. The only thing that matters is your personal experience. And that's, at the end of the day, the only thing you have. And it's about having that personal experience with other people around you so that you can have a shared experience. And anything outside of that, I think, is just kind of, I don't know, a waste of time, I think, trying to look into that kind of stuff, because I think it ends up asking more questions than it does posing answers to things, whereas having your own experience stops all of that. There is no more to ask any of those questions because it happened right in front of you.
Exactly. You don't have to answer those because you're like, I just know.
Right.
I saw it.
And like, I'm also at a point too, and I don't know if Bri is too, but like, I stopped questioning this stuff now. Like when synchronicities happen or things happen or I see a UFO, it's not a question in my mind anymore of questioning what it is or that kind of stuff. Now it's just like, all right, it's fucking here. Let's go.
Let's go, baby.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't have any questions. If they came down and they were like, you have a question, I'd be like, no, just what's next? Like, what do we do now? So I think a lot of people have to get to
question.
Yeah, it's like people have to get to that point. It takes a long time of like researching and being in this field and hearing stories to get there. But once you do reach that point, let me tell you, it's a whole nother world that you're jumping into.
Yeah. Yeah. I've told Ben, it's like, dude, like when it comes to all this stuff, like I think we're way past the point of, is it real?
Right? Yeah, exactly.
Like we're way past that by now. Like,
yeah,
it's real. Now, obviously the question is just like, what exactly is it? You know, like we all kind of like have an idea of like what it is, but we're all guessing still. We're all still guessing, right? You know?
I think I'm even. I think I used to be there. I'm no longer there anymore.
Yeah, I'm no longer there either. Yeah.
I think it's all of the above. It can't be singled into one thing.
Nothing. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
There isn't just like the aliens.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
The aliens. And so we're all trying to figure things out. And someone has a story that's completely the opposite. It contradicts someone else's story.
But they're all true.
Exactly. Because I think we all have to remember that, again, it's not the aliens. The aspect is so big. I mean, interdimensionals, alterdimensionals, parallel. I mean, all these things are contributing to the subject, which makes it more difficult for people when they try to categorize things and put, okay, this is this, and then this has to happen, this has to happen. No. One of the things about this field is there are no rules. And that's
anything
the hardest
is possible. Anything
possible. And that's the hardest thing, I think, for us, because as humans, we want to go through those steps. We want to be super analytical about it.
Recognize
and you won't get those answers that way. And I think a part of it is supposed to be like that. We're stepping outside of our normal boundaries. We're thinking differently. We're accepting things that are different than what we're told to believe in. It's outside of the world that we're supposed to believe in.
Oh, yeah.
And that to me is the ultimate purpose. It's thinking outside of those boundaries that we're normally confined to.
Do y'all think that, like, you know, I say this a lot. It's like, in the search for aliens, we actually found a lot more than we thought we were ever going to find. Like we were looking for aliens, and that was kind of our peak. And then like we kind of like looked so far past aliens in the search for what was just down here that we found this whole new realm of stuff that now everybody's like, okay, how do we categorize this? How do we put this all into like a nice little box like we like to do when it doesn't fit in a box at all, right? This is something that doesn't play by the rules. This is something that doesn't just leave like easy evidence behind. This is something that isn't something that, you know, it's like, we'll prove it. Well, okay, like, you know, like
I hate when people say that though. I hate when people say prove it. Prove what?
Yeah, what are you trying to prove?
Yeah, what are you trying to prove? Like, prove what? Go have an experience it on your own. I shouldn't have to prove anything to you.
They're just jealous, dude.
If you want to come along for my journey, I'll take you with me, but I'm not going to prove anything to you.
Yeah, you want me to prove it so bad, but you'll never go out sky watching with me.
Yeah, exactly.
You'll never stay up super late. You'll never shine a laser in the sky.
Yeah,
you know, like you're not gonna look through any of the research.
You're
not even gonna like with the proof, there's documents everywhere. There's photos, there's videos, there's pictures. Now they're not the greatest.
Not the greatest.
Some of them are, right?
It's a start.
Some of them are.
It's definitely a start.
Get people interested. There's things that you can do.
But we've even said, like Ben and I have always said, like, okay, if somebody took a picture of an alien and showed it to you, what are you gonna say?
Nothing. You'd say it's photoshopped. You say you wouldn't believe it. There's exactly. That's why
we
I say
have the same conversation. That's crazy.
Evidence doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because at the end of the day, what are they going to say? They're going to tear your evidence apart, regardless of what it is or how good it is or what experts you say have back it up. There's evidence out there that they say today, like the Sasquatch foot video, right? You've read it. Like, tell me you listened to the Astonishing Legends, like 12 episodes they did on that motherfucker, right? And they went into extensive detail and had everyone in there. People still question it to this day, but it's been stamped of approval by scientists that this is 100% authentic, but it's still a question. So what's the point of the videos and photos? Just get rid of it all. Who cares?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. So the scientific the scientific community is at an agreement that like, yo, the legs don't, that human doesn't walk like that.
I don't think it's the overall scientific agreement, but there are scientists that have
specifically said that. Yeah. And it was not only that, but they talk about how the video was shot. There was no way it could have been edited. There's no way it could have been photoshopped. They're looking at it. They had somebody who was a costume expert at the time, who was the expert on Planet of the Apes, come in and said, the only person in the world who can make a suit this good was me, and I didn't do it. So it's not possible, kind of thing.
That was the only thing that got me when we had that episode. We had that statement. And I was like,
yeah, that makes sense. But so, and that's what I'm saying. Do you have all these people, but there's still people to this day who will come in and try to refute that kind of evidence. And that's the wall that we have. This is the karmic circle that we're stuck in here on Earth, where it's like we show people the light and they don't want to fucking accept it. They just want to stay in their fucking bullshit. But we all have to be above that now, you know?
Yeah.
So but I also sympathize with that because it goes back to sometimes you can see all the evidence, but unless you have your experience,
it doesn't mean anything.
Yeah. At this point, we're just trying too hard to convince people when ultimately that doesn't matter. And I think that's something we also have to struggle with, is when you know something so much and you want other people to see, and it's hard to let go of that. But I definitely think we need to. It's not, stop like,
we've got to stop just trying to convince and prove shit to people. You know, it doesn't matter.
Because we want validation. I think that's why people are so gung-ho about everything that's happening in the news, because they want that validation from other people so badly that we will accept it no matter what
who gives it to us.
Even if it's a shithole package, we're still just like, yes.
And the validation comes from your own personal experience. I don't think anybody can validate anything for you or for anybody else, but if you have your own little whatever you want to call it, then that's
my analogy, dude, that I just came up with.
Give it to us.
It's like, hey guys, I think trash trucks, like garbage trucks, don't exist. People talk about seeing them, hearing them all the time, but I just don't think they're real. And then you ask that person, have you ever taken out your own trash? No, I just put it down the chute. I don't fucking care. Like the same thing is like, oh, well, where are you getting your information? From my TV on my fucking couch.
Mm-hmm.
How you met that? Like, don't go outside. Like,
look up. Shit.
Dude, like, where are you getting your information from? I'm getting from Neil deGrasse Tyson. Yeah, but where are you watching that? On your computer inside, dude. Like, go outside, bro.
We went with Melinda Leslie out with the night visions, and then we went out to Bradshaw Ranch with her, and
did you really? You guys went to Sedona?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Why didn't you tell us and call us? We would have went with you.
I did go to Sedona with her too, but I didn't get to go to Bradshaw.
We didn't think you guys liked us.
How dare you? How dare you?
Just kidding.
We were only strangers and then spent like all night together.
Yes,
I know. We spent one magical night together.
It was beautiful.
In the lobby of the hotel, sipping wine, and dude. And then they kicked everybody out. They were like,
I remember
y'all are too fucking.
They kicked us all fucking out.
Like, you guys gotta go. Like, y'all would be way too.
They were like, hey guys, it's 2:00 in the morning and you're in the ballroom screaming. Can you leave, please?
Yeah, it was like us.
I remember the bartender was like, so when does this crowd usually die down? Because I'm 3 hours over.
And we were like, never.
The time I should leave. And I was like, we we don't go.
I don't know if you
We
know this,
don't.
but we all
like,
look
just
at the
be
sky at
comfortable.
night, so it dies down around 6 in the morning.
6 in the morning.
exactly.
The
Yeah.
aliens go home.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, yeah. So dude, like when we went out to Bradshaw Ranch, and then we were hanging out with Melinda, and she had her night visions, and she'd be like, "All right, guys, I'm getting kind of a psychic feeling." You know, it was the first time that I'd ever hung out with somebody that was like, you know, had like these. Well, not the first time I've ever, hung out with like people with psychic abilities, but the first time I've ever actually experienced somebody using these like abilities. And she would be like, "Oh, I'm getting this strange feeling, guys. Make sure you pay attention." And sure goddamn enough, some shit would pop out. And like, I didn't need proof. I already believed. I didn't need validation. But
our cameraman did.
He
saw some shit, dude.
And we were seeing like 2s and 3s moving in formation, and like stuff just blinking and then blink somewhere else. And it was wild, right? And it just added a whole nother layer to everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Like I said, I didn't need the proof. I didn't need somebody to show me anything. I already believed, but just seeing it added a whole nother layer to this thing. You know, like I've seen my own stuff, but just that combined with her like psychic abilities, like it was just such a cool experience.
Yeah.
But that's why she's so good at what she does, though. Like, people don't understand. Like, that's why people go out with her.
Yeah. I mean, she was showing us stuff with like horseshoe shaped craft, like being chased by F-16s and like just nuts, like absolutely nuts.
Yeah,
dude.
the one that we saw was like a horse shaped craft that was followed by
horseshoe shaped craft.
What did I say?
Horse shape.
Horse shit.
It was a horse shit craft.
I'll tell you what. and then it went, but it was like followed by like jets, like FAA regulation blinkers, and I think these were military, so there wasn't
F-16s.
But anyway, like they don't, and these dudes just like zoom and like do these maneuvers around it in this horseshoe shaped craft. I mean, we saw it, dude. I was begging Melinda, like, "Hey, will you send that to us for our documentary?" And she's very nice. She just didn't answer. She didn't say no.
Yeah.
She's
like,
but,
She's like, maybe.
So I've got a question for, literally anybody. Like, so when you're on this journey of, hey, I need physical proof. Oh, I'm back to like, I just need to see it to believe it. What would you tell somebody that's struggling with that? Like, what would you tell somebody that's like, man, I don't want to put all my energy into this, and I want this to kind of lead into the spirituality aspect, because like I think that's really fascinating. But like first, like, what would you tell that person that's like kind of struggling with that?
Let it go. Let it go.
Okay, I just want to
let it go.
You just let it go. And
I just want to hold on. Wait, I need to clarify. Someone that wants to see the truth but doesn't want to look.
I'm just kidding.
Sorry that we had pause. Right.
Well, I'm getting good now.
We have a Viagra commercial coming
someone
up.
That just want.
You got her all freaked out. She's like, "Oh no."
I'm sorry. Continue, please.
Someone that wants proof, like in a spiritual way, but doesn't want to look. Was that the question?
Someone that's like struggling with like, hey, I'm really interested in this subject, but is more of a nuts and bolts kind of person.
And is looking for more spiritualness.
Well, yeah,
I understand.
Maybe they're not even open to that yet. It's like,
so that's what I mean. You got to let it go. So sometimes what happens with people, I hear a lot of people who say like, I really believe in UFOs and I really want to see one, and I want to see one so bad and I've never seen one. Stop caring so much. You just have to let it go and just open yourself to the possibility, and it will happen when it needs to happen. Not when you want it to happen, not when any of that. It'll happen when the universe tells you it's going to fucking happen, and it'll happen, and you'll know that it's the right thing to be happening. You just have to let it go and let the universe provide.
Yeah.
You know,
I
you have to
really
stop caring so much.
Love that.
I really, truly believe that what you seek is seeking you.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
So I really think that if someone in the bottom of their heart put that out there, they will get that. And if there's still a lot of skepticism, then they'll also come across that as well. Like it will meet them. It's like that as above, so below thing. I think if people truly wanted to, that it will happen. And Jaimie's right. The timing is everything. But a lot of the times I think that people are putting their own blockages on it. They want to see it, but they want to see it look a certain way or be a certain way. So to a certain extent, yeah, you have to let go. You have to let go of your expectations and how it's going to come to you, because you don't know. It might manifest itself as a rock solid shaped craft. It might come to you as an orb. It might come to you in a dream, all of these things. And if you honestly follow the path, it will find you. But it's just a matter of if you take that first step and you're like pure with it. If you really want to, I think it happens to everyone who truly wants to.
It makes me think about all the skeptics out there. Like, why are they spending so much time debunking this stuff?
Exactly. And that's all they see, because you're getting back what you're putting out. If you put boundaries in your reality, then you're always going to bump against those walls.
But if your boundaries are limitless in your own reality, then you're limitless and anything is possible. So
it just keeps opening, getting weirder and weirder and weirder.
At the end of the day, we all have to realize that we all create our own realities. We are living here on Earth. We are all in the same dimension, but we all create our own realities around us, right? So if you live in a reality in your head where aliens exist, then aliens fucking exist. And if you live in a reality where they don't, then they fucking don't. And that's just is what it is. We all have our own truths. And my truth is not your truth, just like your truth isn't my truth, right? So is that not proof that all of our own realities are created?
I don't tell the truth, so I don't know.
Joseph's a big fan.
I fucking lie about everything.
Lewis,
that's not true. You're married. You have to be a little bit truthful.
Oh, you're right. I'm very.
See, exactly.
I'm actually pretty truthful about a lot of stuff.
I was just showing Lewis what I had in the cup. He was asking.
Oh yeah, the wine again. I know. How dare you? Didn't even send any to us. So rude.
Shit, it was too heavy. It was going to be like $50.
You actually can't mail alcohol. I learned this the hard way by sending a bottle of alcohol to a podcaster. I had to use a semi truck and drive. I had a driver drive to his house and drop it off.
You know, they say the same thing about weed, but I don't believe it.
I don't think it's real, dude.
To be fair, I go to the airport with marijuana every single time and get through every fucking time. Every time.
It's true.
It's true every time.
My dad does too.
I don't know how y'all do that. I go to an airport and I'm standing off on the side for 10, 15 fucking minutes. Every time I get randomly selected.
That happened
every
to me
time.
this weekend.
Okay, so I will tell you right now that me and Bri once got stopped because she had a big giant laser in her bag. And I'm not joking.
I have like the big one.
It was like big. And like it lit shit on fire. It like lit shit on fire. It was very powerful. Shit on fire.
That's what's
and then
up.
Like the supervisor comes over, literally realizes that we're just two white women and goes, just fucking let them go.
That was hilarious. We were watching them because they pulled us aside. They looked at all the parts. I thought it would be safer if I took everything apart in my suitcase, opposed to this like big fucking baton looking thing, you know? And if it can light fires, that's dangerous as hell.
Yeah.
So I took everything apart. Even
the
batteries were like in their own little packages, everything. They took it apart. He went to a supervisor and the guy was like, whose is it? And looks at us and was like, yeah, just let him go. And we looked at each other. We're like, we were just racially profiled. But it worked in our favor.
It worked in our fucking favor. Exactly.
My God.
Dude, like, what are they gonna do?
We were flying out of where were we at? Oh, we were flying out of Flagstaff, tiny little airport.
Yeah, very small.
And we had bought these candles from this candle maker.
Yeah.
And my wife had this circular candle in her bag.
Oh, they didn't want you to take that.
We didn't even think about it, but it went through the machine, and all they saw was like a circle with a fuse on it.
Oh no!
It was very cartoonish.
Oh no,
dude! Yeah, we got pulled over real quick,
real
quick. And then I flew into New York with absolutely nothing, and I got swabbed down with like bomb swabs and drug swabs, and they tore all my shit apart and made me like,
that's crazy.
They were like, Yeah, it was crazy. Like I was literally one step away from a finger up the butthole. Like it was.
Do you just have like a sketchy vibe to you when you go places? Like, are people just
It's
constantly
the
sketched
beard
out
and the
by you? Is it the
braids.
beard and the braids and stuff? You think?
I have no
Yeah.
idea. I would assume so. Like
See,
this guy's got.
when I see you, I think of like, oh, it's like, oh, he's like a big hippie. Like, I wouldn't think like terrorist.
Yeah, but they were
Yeah.
like, oh, that guy's
I'd
got
be like,
weed.
oh,
Stop
he's a
him.
big teddy bear. He probably smokes a bunch of weed and eats snacks all day long. Like,
Yep. TSA apparently doesn't like weed.
terrorist. Yeah, they're
Yeah.
just like, oh, he smokes the devil's lettuce. He might try to blow us up.
And then they go home and smoke all the weed that they stole from everybody.
Look, and now the TSA is
wild.
listening to us, guys. And now we're on the list.
But they were like,
Let 'em.
they released that thing that was like, we're not looking for weed anymore.
They literally said they're like, we're not looking for weed. Bring it all you want. We don't care.
I don't want my tax money to pay those guys anyways. Fuck them.
That's very true. I don't want my tax money to pay anything. I would
You
just
know
like
what?
to keep my money.
If the airports want TSA, they can hire them themselves.
I agree. Oh my God. The other day I saw that. I said, Bri, do you know that I still pay a 9/11 tax on my fucking tickets?
You sure do.
Yeah, I didn't believe that.
You
And
pay
I
a
showed it
World
to her
War.
and she was like, holy shit. And I said, you know what opportunity did they miss? Why did they not make the 9/11 tax $9.11?
Yep.
You,
She said that.
you still pay like a World War tax too, as well, like on your
Do you
phone.
really?
Yeah, you do. Like there's a wartime tax, and that's why the United States has stayed at war for such a long time because they're able to tax you on it. Wartime tax is a real thing. So,
Yeah.
That's awful.
taxation is theft.
You always teach me about money.
I do.
I have recording. Yeah, I have like a
We
couple
do have
recordings.
recordings of you talking about
Yeah,
money.
remember
We do.
you're like teaching me about like the dollar and like all that. I'm like,
Oh,
wait,
yes.
remember I was like, wait, stop. I'm gonna record you. And I like took out my phone and you just like went for it.
That is freaking hilarious. Yeah, I was giving
I
you
was like, damn, you're like blowing my mind.
I was like libertarian 101 coursing you.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Money's a figment of your imagination. It's only the value is what you believe in it.
Hey,
Actually,
100%.
Hey,
that's kind of true of that.
prove it.
Brad,
Here's my phone.
here's my phone. Look it up.
Google it. Show me.
I'm at a point in my
Show me.
life where I just think money should be a marijuana. It's more valuable than the fucking dollar these days.
Oh, seriously, man. Seriously.
Yeah.
I'm
I
saying,
don't
come to
know.
Vegas. Let's fucking smoke legally.
Let's do it.
Oh,
The last time we
shit.
went to Vegas, man, I got so stoned in Vegas because I wasn't ready for it. I'm not gonna lie, I was not ready
You weren't
for it.
ready
I got,
for it,
I got a
no.
couple of pins and some edibles, and then I got on a roller coaster. And as I'm standing in line, I'm like, "What the fuck am I doing in
What
this
am I
line
doing with
for?"
my life? Yeah.
You guys can't. You guys don't have weed's not legal in Texas.
Not in Texas now.
No, well, yeah, no, it's not. It's not. But it depends on where you're at. Small counties will rape you if you have weed on you. But like some of like the bigger cities are kind of like, oh, whatever.
It's cool, man.
Like I've had people like get pulled over by cops and they'll just dump your weed out and step on it. And then,
Yeah.
like,
Bastards.
yeah, it's it's
Listen,
kind
if
of
I was
rude.
a cop in Texas, I would take the weed for myself. Shit.
Hell
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
they all
Like,
smoke weed.
That's why all those people hang out on the highways on the medians. They're just waiting for weed drops.
for
dude.
people to drop.
Yeah.
Like,
Go
oop,
smoke through. Yeah.
oop, piece of candy. Oh, piece of candy.
Josh says hi, by the way.
Josh.
Hi, Josh.
I love
He just
Josh.
brought me a glass of wine.
He's an awesome
Solid.
dude.
Giant glass.
Nice.
Some bottle service
They
over
have
there.
wine. I want a glass.
He's got taste. He's
Will
got
you make
good
Josh
taste.
come on camera? Come make him say hi.
Yeah, dude. Tell him, come on. Tell him, come on.
Do it. Just yell Josh.
Joshy boy.
Joshy.
Josh.
Come
When
Come
I
say
told him I'm
hi.
recording with you guys, he's like, "Oh, that's cool. You guys are gonna have a lot of fun."
Yeah.
Oh,
Say
yeah.
hi, Joshy. Because Joshy came with us to UFO Con. You guys met Josh.
Dude, Josh
That's
was
right.
awesome.
That's right.
Josh has
dude.
never been on our podcast before. He doesn't. he's
No, never.
His face has never been on there. So you guys get another exclusive Josh.
He
Dude.
No,
should.
he's not coming.
Why?
There's a lot of firsts that are taking place on
Taking
this
place
episode.
here, yeah.
Yeah.
Is that
Yeah.
really call
He-
him?
I feel like when
He's
we
so
were
shy. He'll be like,
He is.
when we were hanging out though, like he had some knowledge on the subject. He was like, I'm not into it, but here's all
Yeah.
this badass shit that I know.
Yeah.
Dude.
"Yeah, because he's married to, you know."
Oh my god.
She makes him
UFO
listen to like
queen.
meditations every night. Yeah. He's like
I
forced.
do.
The knowledge has been forced
While
upon
he's
him.
sleeping,
Sometimes-
while we're sleeping.
Sometimes my wife will say shit and I'll be like,
You're all,
where did you hear that? And she'll be like, oh, you said it.
You
Uh-huh.
said it.
"Oh, I'm smart."
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. I did say that smart shit, didn't I? that was totally me.
You sit up a little bit.
I'm gonna write it down and then put Joe underneath of it, and then I'm gonna make a picture and I'm gonna hang it on the wall.
Fridge.
It's gonna be an inspirational quote. Fuck those ones that you buy at the store, man. Just make your own inspirational quotes, frame them, and hang them on your wall.
Hang them, yep.
You know what I'm saying? It's legal in Canada, but if we cross the states and admit we use weed, we get banned from the states. Now that's daft. Daft is also from Canada.
Daft is that's against the Canada word.
Okay, I've got a question for you guys. It involves those marijuana cigarettes.
Okay, let's go.
Daftness.
Reefers.
If marijuana, if cannabis,
Cannabinoids.
Tetrahydrocannabinoid.
Cannabinoid.
Monolisms is a mind expanding drug, right? Like expands your perspective. It's introspective.
Your tummy.
It's all this cool stuff. There's got to be some kind of reason that the conscious mind is important. Because it's just a consciousness altering drug. I mean,
go ahead and say hi. They want you to say hi.
Josh is back.
Josh.
They told
Dude.
you to shy.
Get a hand.
Wait.
Oh, is he gonna come back?
I feel like you have a lasso around him and you're pulling him in.
Get the fuck over here.
Oh no, take him.
Oh, the cat.
Stinky's in here.
Stinky, yeah.
My cat Stinky he'll be like walking all over the computer.
Your cat's name is Stinky?
Yeah. Stinky Winky.
That's so funny.
Okay, anyways, so you're talking about marijuana opening up your mind. Okay.
Yes. So it makes sense to me that a government that doesn't want you to think too much, that you're this is where I'm going like super conspiracy here, but like a government that wants you to not realize that you're creating your own prison would want you to not realize that. And that's where I'm at right now. Like this week. Yeah. Like, why give them the tools to dig out of this tunnel?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's where I'm at with the whole marijuana. Like other drugs, I've got other opinions, but but
alcohol, bless alcohol.
Dude,
alcohol, but still, it brings out the worst.
It also makes you buy stuff.
Yeah.
It does.
Well, not just that, but also how many alcohol related incidences where the police are involved, DUIs, people getting in bar fights and things like that. So they perpetuate this idea of using substances like alcohol because it benefits the government, right? But marijuana doesn't, because what do? You eat snacks, you hang out, you laugh, you be creative, you learn things. So why would they
angry anymore?
Yeah, why would they want to promote the use of that? Because they can't monetize that in any way, right? They can't use that against us in any way. We are more freeing on that, whereas alcohol, we are putting ourselves more back inside of those containers and that containment. So of course they're going to perpetuate something like that and not something like marijuana.
And the only way they monetize that is to criminalize it.
Exactly.
I mean,
that's exactly what they did.
And there's still people in jail that like fucking got caught with like a doobsker like 20 fucking years ago in California, and it's like fucking legal now. And they're like, hey, well, remember me?
Sorry.
But like, it's illegal.
You know what? The good news is that now that aliens are coming out, it seems like all of these states are now deciding that marijuana is no longer or needs to be illegal, right? So maybe the aliens are bringing us pot.
Heck yeah, that'd be pretty sweet. Also, go check out our friends at Redeemer Small Batch.
Did you just break out your fucking vape finally?
Nice. Did you bust it out, Bri?
The vape? I saw that. Did it? Ooh, what was that? Excuse me, Bri?
Bri.
Wow.
Oh my goodness.
On camera? Holy shit.
You know what?
Bri. My goodness.
My God.
I'm usually pretty, what's the word?
Proper? Square?
Yeah. Square. At least on camera.
No one watches our show anyway. It's all right.
But hey, we're partying tonight, right? Bust out the vape. Do it. It's gonna be a real gas kitten. Let's do it.
Thousands of people.
I was on the
What?
vape show.
Guys, maybe we should have a pause break just for vaping.
Ready and pause.
I'm pretty sure all of our
Ben
people that
fucked it
are
up.
all of our people that are watching this show is like
You fucked it up.
all
You
have
fucked
a.
up the pause.
Oh, did I fuck it up?
You
We're
did.
pausing
yeah.
right now.
Yeah. You.
Whoops.
Secondhand vaping, dude.
But I mean, like everybody just in our crew, you know, like.
Oh shit! I just French inhaled. That got me so lightheaded.
Oh no.
Little doobsker in somewhere.
Are you a
dude.
newbie
You know
to
what I'm saying?
the nicotine world or
No.
Chad says you're with friends.
yeah?
Thank you,
cheers.
Chad.
Cheers.
Thank
Chad
you.
Smith.
Cheers, Chad.
Fucking love Chad. Chad's the best.
You know, before
Thanks, Dad.
before I got into the vaping, man, I would roll my own cigarettes and
Ooh, the dedication. You like to take your time with things.
yeah,
Like American spirits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People
Oh,
who
yeah.
roll their cigarettes are someone who likes to look at the details of life.
that's right, I do, and
Yeah.
it was always great, like when you're sitting inside of a Whataburger and you're rolling something up, and people are just like, "What is happening
Looking at you
over
like
there?"
fucking weirdo. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm a yeah. Man, I really enjoyed it. You know, like I became quite the professional at you know, I was highly sought after at parties. Let's just say that. Yeah,
I
no,
got my
Yeah.
roller.
I don't use those.
I
don't
do
use
because I'm
it.
fucking.
I don't believe in
loser.
it. It's
I'm
like being a
loser.
bass
I'm
player.
loser. I admit it.
It's like
I
it's like
suck.
being a bass player and using a pick. I just don't do
It
it.
is no. I'm telling you, I am horrible at it. I'm also a bad driver.
But people who suck at rolling joints are really good at rolling blunts for some reason.
Yes.
I
Yeah.
can't roll either.
We
You
can't
can't?
roll either.
Oh,
Yeah,
have you
but-
used it? Have you tried it with $1?
Bree likes the edibles.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
So that's a
Bree
different.
likes
That's a
gummies.
totally different thing.
it
Yeah, she likes
is.
gummies.
It's just gummies. I eat gummies every night.
She's like every fucking night.
I love
I
it.
do, but I'm sad
Man, I-
because I ate my last gummy last night. So now I'm stressed about how I'm gonna sleep.
Oh my god.
I usually just close my eyes, dude.
But you ever tried the Sleepy Time gummies at from CVS or Walgreens?
Like
Ooh.
melatonin.
Oh, the
They're like
melatonin. Oh yeah,
it's
that
mel-
those don't work.
Melatonin.
Melatonin gummies. You know you can overdose on those.
Yeah.
I don't know
Yeah.
because I eat like 10 of them.
Oh
No.
shit.
You're,
Well,
supposed,
no.
you're
Wow.
supposed to.
Bree will take Benadryl before she goes to bed to make her go to sleep.
I don't take it anymore.
Really? Ever since
I told you that a long time ago. I
Because it's bad
stopped
for your
taking
memory.
Benadryl.
Good.
I started
I took
having.
Benadryl for years.
She was like, "Girl,
Like
I don't never
10
have
years.
allergies.
No, like
Shit is
10
like-
years at least.
I'm always breathing all good and shit. I wake up smelling everything.
Feeling great. No allergies. We're good.
I don't even have itchy throats or nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing. Well, I do today. I got hit by allergies today, so
Oh no, you gotta take Benadryl.
Exactly.
yeah, it causes the herpes
That's-
syphilitis.
That's why you
It
don't step
does.
off the Benadryl train. Man.
Wait, hold on. It causes what?
That's what my husband calls it, the herpes syphilitis, because it's like it causes all kinds of things.
What?
So it's just like it's the herpes syphilitis.
Like
Oh.
Benadryl had like they did like a study that came out that says like it does all these things to you. So he calls it that's what he calls it, like a combination
He calls
of
it the
multiple
herpes
things.
syphilitis.
Yeah.
Gonorrhea herpes.
Exactly.
Hey, Sage Necro said he wants to hear this Australian accent.
Oh, Bree, go for it. Do
No.
Ozzy's Hot 100.
No.
Bree,
You got
Bree,
that.
Ozzy's Hot 100, please.
No, I can't.
You got to.
Please.
Uh-huh.
I don't
Sage
perform under
Necro
pressure.
wants to
Wow.
hear
All I can say is
it.
Australia. There you go.
Wow.
All I can tell you is I know how the Australians say Australia, and it's Australia.
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 No, it's Australia.
I
Australia.
I remember we used to watch damn it, what was it called? Angry Boys?
Yeah.
And the only thing I learned from there was when they would always yell,
Nar.
"No, you dickhead!
No.
No, you dickhead!
Dickhead.
I was like,
No, I cannot. I can do
Yeah.
a British, but I cannot do Australian. That's
Oh
really
my
British is
God.
the only one that I can do. That's it. The
Nar.
only country- I can do a country accent pretty well, but because I lived in the South for a while.
Sleeping like this, I had 10 years to your life. I learned it
love
from
that,
Keith
yes.
Richards when I was on tour with the Rolling Stones.
Oh my God, I love that.
You sounded
The
like
Beatles.
Andrew Gallimore a little bit.
There's
That's
a little
my
Andrew Gallimore for sure.
that's my old lady.
That's my old lady.
The Druids.
The no one knew who they were or what they would do it.
Queen's totally a British accent the rest of the show. It's fine with me. No problem at all.
Dude, we're killing it right now.
Fucking
We're killing it.
We're killing
Great
it.
content. Great content.
That's what I'm saying, man.
Aliens.
Saying Gera just sleeps upside down. That's my
Oh.
that's
Oh,
my
darn.
I tried the Australian accent right there. Right there.
You guys are good.
You guys are good.
Yeah, we have nothing to do.
Next time I need some fucking voice. No, next time we need some voice work done, I'm fucking calling you guys.
Give us a call, man. That's all we do is fuck around and make stupid voices
Insane.
all
Fucking
the time.
insane. Someone the other day asked me to describe our podcast, and I said it's two girls talking about aliens who get distracted and sing very bad songs.
Yep, that's it.
That's pretty much it. That's all it is.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Oh my God. Hello, I'm Melinda.
Hey, I'm Miller. It's me.
Oh my God, hello.
So
We're going to
like-
Russian. Hello.
We started talking, telling Jim Goodall stories because they're so good in that accent. And then we were like, would it be funny if like we did like all the other people in the documentary
Like, if
at that same accent?
we
same
lost all
accent,
the
yeah.
audio. We had to have Jim Goodall do like the overdub of everybody. He's like, "Hello, my name is Melinda Leslie.
Oh my God.
I'm Lorian Fenton, and I
That would
host
be
a show
fucking
called
great.
The Fenton Files."
When does
No,
the documentary come out?
Yeah, when's it come out?
Fuck, whenever we finish it.
Whenever we fucking do it.
Are you guys
Yeah.
done filming? Like what
We're done filming. Yeah.
are the details?
Kind of ish.
We're done filming. We got a shit ton of film, shit ton of audio, and it's like all over
Is
the
it
place.
your documentary?
Yes. It started
And
out.
how did you guys decide to do this?
Well,
Dude, it was actually
The
at
interview
at the last conference that we met at. We met Eric Mitchell while we were there, and he was like, I want to tell my story, and he was like, you know, if something ever happened to me, like my story would never get out, you know, and I just want to kind of have it recorded and people can listen to it. And so we were like, dude, if you want to do some audio shit or whatever, like we can record your whole story audio wise. And he was like, yeah, he was like, that would be kind of cool actually. And then we were like, well, maybe we can just take like some small video too, and we can put some video to it. And dude, it evolved into this like, man, we went to Arkansas and Sedona and got
like
films like with Jim Goodall, like all these extra people like in the film, and it's called Experiencer. And it's basically going to be about just like experiencers and their
What they go through.
what they go through, their
That
daily
is so cool
lives.
that
You know,
was
like
involved for you guys. That's
Yeah.
amazing.
yeah,
it's not just about the experience. It is because that's like what people are most interested in, but like
Yeah.
it's about kind of what happens after you have the experience, which can be pretty fucking dark. And like us, we're just goofballs. Like it's going to be a little bit of a brand.
The idea
pivot,
is just
you know,
to
it's
let
like-
people know that like, hey, if you're experiencing this stuff, like you're not alone.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
you're not alone, especially now. You're not alone. If you feel like you can't take it, I mean, there's a lot
Great,
of like
Chad.
suicidal type stuff happening. There's a lot of people who just break down. They lose their families. They lose their jobs. They like, and they have nowhere to turn. And this whole documentary, the idea behind it is just to let people know that, look, we can't help you keep your job or your family. We can't help you with any of that stuff, but we want you to know that you are not alone. And there's a lot of people that you can talk to now. And I think I just think it's kind of an important message. I mean, if you're in the UFO community, you know that, but with so many people that are kind of new to this whole thing, there's a lot of people who have probably had experiences that are not into UFOs. That seems to be like a big trend. And they're like, fuck, I don't know what to do. Like one of the heaviest hitting things is like you sleep right next to your husband or your wife and you can't even tell them.
Yeah.
Right.
It's something that Eric Mitchell says a lot. It's like,
Yeah,
he talks to a lot of people on the phone, just like talking him off a ledge, like literally, dude. Like it gets intense.
And his whole thing was,
that's heartbreaking.
His thing was my investigator. He says, I was sitting in the car with a 45. I was ready to do it. And right before I pulled the trigger, I got this call from my investigator, and he basically talked me out of it, you know? And so I was like, what can I do to ever pay you back? And he said, look, all I ever want you to do is pay it forward. Yep. And so that's what he does, man. I mean, he just tries to help people as much as he can. You know, he's not like a psychiatrist or anything like that, but he's an ear, and he's willing to listen to you, and he's willing to talk to you. And somebody who's been through the experience, you know, it may not be the exact same experience, but yeah, I mean, sometimes people just need somebody to talk to, man, you know, and it's such a bummer that a lot of these people just get blown off or shunned out of communities. And it's like, dude, just listen. You could literally save somebody's life by just listening to them, you know? Mm-hmm. And that's all we want too. We just want people to listen, you know?
No, and
oh my God, I can't wait.
That's kind of like the big reason we started doing the podcast and stuff too. It's just we wanted other people's experiences to get out there, like not only our own, but other people's experiences. And it's about creating a community and being supportive of each other. So the more that we can do that, and in any way we can do that, that's how we're living life. That's how we're experiencing life. That's what living life is about.
Yeah.
Well, it's a service what you guys are doing, and I think it's amazing. Very, very happy for you guys.
I mean, it's not really anything that we're doing specifically. We're just kind of
the conduit.
You're
the channel.
It's like this guy needed some help, and we were like, hey, let me help you. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's really like it's kind of weird because yes, we're making the documentary. It's kind of like people are like, oh, it's the UFO Garage documentary, but it's not. It's the Experiencers documentary. It's Eric Mitchell and his story. It's their documentary. Like, this isn't about Ben and I at all. It's just
there will be no fart noises.
There will be no fart noises at all.
No funny voices.
Yeah.
No
it's just so happens that we had the means to be able to help him out and do this. And like, you know, we're going to get, I'm assuming we'll get some credit for it, but we're not looking for the credit. Yeah. We just wanted to help this dude out, and it evolved into something really freaking cool. And you know, we just hope people like it, man. Like that's literally it. We just hope, you know, even if you don't like it, I don't care. Like, it doesn't matter. But yeah, man. I mean,
where is it going to come out? Do you guys know? Like, are you going to put it online? Like, have you guys gotten that far?
So we are looking for an editor that knows what they're doing, but there's a producer director who's just like a buddy of mine that's just really good at what he does. I told him, hey, I'll edit it, but I don't know what to do with all this shit that's like spread out everywhere. So we need there's a term for it, but before you send it off to an editor, you need to like organize it, and that's where we're at. And
gotcha.
And so if y'all know anybody that's into that shit,
it's
like each video clip has an audio clip attached to it, and then it's like a separate folder.
Yeah.
I mean, we're gonna try and put it out to like maybe some festivals, maybe like I don't know. Maybe try and shop it out to other people.
Please let us know how we can help you. We would love to help.
That'd be awesome. I mean, we still have time to shoot more stuff.
If you want, I can help you guys with TikTok. I won't run your account for you, but start a TikTok account, please.
I have an idea of a festival.
Tell us, Bri. What's your idea? What is it, Bri?
Yes. Bri knows a festival, maybe.
That's as far as I shall say. I'm looking into the abyss of my mind.
Man. Dude, my mind is like nothing but an abyss.
Yeah, welcome to it. It's a black, dark fucking hole filled with aliens, Bigfoots, and fucking UFOs.
Seriously, man.
And donuts, man.
Yeah, there you go. I had some Krispy Kreme today.
Love donuts.
I bet you were the Krispy Kreme.
Round Rock Donuts.
Krispy Kreme, that's right.
They go ham. Round Rock Donuts, go Krispy Kreme any day, bro.
Dude, absolutely.
Jelly donut.
Jelly filled. Okay. Getting spicy on me.
Round Rock Donuts is famous for it's like the Texas-sized donut. It's like this big.
Yeah.
Oh my God,
about
that's too much donut.
It's a massive donut.
That's too much donut.
Interesting fact: they make their donuts out of potatoes.
Shut the fuck up, dude.
You didn't know that?
Really?
Get out.
No, that sounds so good.
Nice.
Now
Do
we
they
should
ship?
go to
Do they ship out of
I didn't
state?
know that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
dude.
Can they send it to us? Can you send us
Do they
a
ship out
potato
of state?
donut?
We probably could actually,
And we're gonna fill it with weed.
Perfect.
and some liquor,
Oh, please. Okay.
just to show you can do it.
Right? Just do it.
Dude.
Just, fuck it. Be like, just put a bottle of liquor in there and be like, see, you can do liquor.
I tell you
What
what.
did I tell you?
Sprinkle
So-
with some cocaine.
Me and Ben have been talking about
Ooh.
doing like a little retreat, like get together out here in Texas, like doing our own little thing.
Let's go.
You guys should come out
in.
and we'll get some Round Rock donuts and we'll
Let's
show you it's the best goddamn donut you
That's
ever had.
fine. I'll bring fucking Bobby with us. Let's go.
Let's
Bobby!
go, Bobby!
Bobby!
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? Can I plug Bobby's show real quick?
Yeah,
Bobby.
go for it.
Yeah.
Everybody, if you like
Ready
horror,
and pause.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. I'm just fucking.
everybody, if you like horror movies, go listen to Not For Everyone podcast. Bobby and Adam talk about old horror movies. It's great. I love
I
them.
love
Just go
horror
listen to it.
movies.
They're like on all the podcast platforms.
I like it.
Hell
I've been
yeah.
watching Fear Street on Netflix.
I have not. Have you?
Yeah, I watched
Oh.
them all.
Good?
Not too
Is it
bad.
good?
Not too bad.
All right.
Hor- Horror movies.
Yeah.
Now you
Not
get
horror
it.
movies.
Oh.
Horror.
Horror.
Ah.
No, I don't like horror movies. It's scary.
It's too
Scary.
spooky.
It's just
Horror movie.
scary
It's just-
for me.
It's just scary.
Sorry.
It's scary.
Is it too scary for me?
Scary for me.
One more time because I
That's
fucked
funny.
it up and talked over you. What's the name
What?
of his podcast? Or show?
Not for everyone podcast. 'Cause
Not,
it's
for everyone. Yes.
but it's for me.
Not for
And
everyone.
it's for
podcast.
you.
It
I
might be
like
for
it.
you.
It is. It's for you.
I like it, man. That's what's up. That's what's
Hey,
up.
can I bring up a topic conversation? I just want to know your guys' opinion.
Please do.
What do you guys think about all of the stuff that Jaimie and I don't like talking about? All of the, all of the UFO stuff in the news cycle, the videos, the
Llewellyn
people
Bonzo
that are
shit,
bringing
yeah.
it out.
Are you guys saying that you're completely turned off by the news shit?
Yes.
Jesus Christ,
Dude, we're the same people.
fucking
Really?
way.
We're the same
Oh
fucking
my
show.
God.
We're the
What's over here?
Me and
You know what
Ben-
is the
In the
most
middle of our lives.
unpopular opinion in
I
the
know.
community?
I
yeah,
know.
and we think it's
dude,
bullshit. It's stupid as
So
fuck.
we don't really talk about it because we
Talk about it.
hate it. But
Yeah.
I just wanted to, because I had a feeling like, I don't know. I'm kind of surprised, you guys. I didn't know what to expect. So I was just asking because
So me and Ben were talking about this on like how stuff just keeps coming out and coming out, and we were like, "Are you oddly disinterested by any like all of this stuff?" And
Dis-
disenchanted
it
was
like
the word.
it was almost
oh, I
bu-
love that. That's a great word.
it was like almost bumming us out, like making us like, I don't even like this. Like, you know, it was so
Stupid,
weird.
yeah.
And it's like supposed to be the most exciting time ever, right?
Mhm.
But I mean, everybody on the debrief has that covered. They know what's going on. They got it. They
Yeah.
I mean, they're just like for me, it's like
Dave.
it all.
Dave.
Do you remember when I braided your
Dave Smith
hair?
on radio, y'all.
Bree 100% braided your hair, Dave. 100%.
Best hair and beard in the UFO
Best
world.
hair in the world.
Bree, I remember Bree
Yeah.
was just like playing with it.
Yes.
She-
Oh my
I'm
god.
pretty sure you guys were like seeing your future through his hair.
Probably.
Yeah,
And it-
seriously, right?
It was nice.
Dude. But yeah, no, I mean, like, it was like everything was coming out, and then like everybody was talking about the exact same shit for like a couple months. And it was like, I mean, there's really no reason for us to even talk about it or cover it. It's
There's
kind
no
of
point.
it's
There's
kind of
no point.
boring.
It
Like,
is.
it was just kind of boring.
I'm
Like,
bored.
let's find an old story and rehash it.
Well,
You know,
well,
that was kind
Joe-
of our thing. Like,
Joe, you made a good analogy. It's like, remember in like 6th, 7th grade where you saw Napoleon Dynamite before everybody else did, because I did too.
yeah.
And then like fucking 3 months later, everybody comes to school like,
After Christmas break,
Is
they
that
Like
got-
your mom goes to college.
yeah, they got Napoleon Dynamite
And-
on DVD for
and-
Christmas break, and
and-
everybody saw it.
and they're only focusing on like a couple of lines, like vote for Pedro. Like
for
they have a shirt and
Pedro.
shit. And like, Bet you didn't even know, dude.
Yeah.
You don't even know.
You didn't even focus on the part where Uncle Rico throws the steak at Napoleon's face while he's riding the bike, right? That's the funny part, right? You know, like,
I want to clarify here though, because that can be taken in a couple different ways. It's not like, oh, we've been into it, so you're new and you don't know. That's not what I mean by that.
No, we agree with you. Yeah.
What I mean is that it feels like the populace, like the main agenda. It feels like an agenda. Like it feels so fucking forced, man.
It feels so forced.
Oh, it's not.
What are they doing? What are they gearing up for? So I don't give a shit about the drops. I want to know what's supposed to happen next. Like, what is it that you're trying to get us in some weird fucking mindset for? Like, what is going to happen next?
Yeah.
Right? That's what I want to know. Are you going to weaponize space, or aliens going to fucking show up? Like, what is your move?
Yeah.
What is it? Why are you dictating all of this stuff in our news media, and not just dictating it, but aggressively putting it out there every day? It wasn't like one or two stories. It's like an everyday fucking occurrence now that they're talking about it in the news media. I mean, to the point where like Fox News did a fucking hour on it. Like, come on now, Fox fucking News of all fucking places.
yeah.
And you're gonna sit here and you're gonna tell me that some shit isn't fucking happening? Like, what is next? That's what I want to know.
Dude, it's so what I'm hearing from you, Jaimie, is like it's no longer like we've all wanted everybody to like this to be in mainstream news, dude. Like this is finally everything we've ever asked for. Yeah. But it feels so sour because it's not what they're saying. It's how and why.
But that's the problem, though. That means that you have an expectation that the government is supposed to come out and confirm or deny something. And you have to get that out of your mind. That's the mindset I have the issue with. Why is it that so many people, especially over the past few years, have been staunchly anti-government, especially with how our presidents are and all the shit going on? Why is it that you are so dependent upon the government coming out and telling us that UFOs are real? What trauma do you have in your life that you need daddy to tell you what's happening?
Exactly. And
it shouldn't.
And remember, Bri, from Libertarianism 101, that we don't need government for very much, right? And damn sure to tell us that UFOs and aliens exist. We don't need them.
I think it's everything. You know, Jaimie, I don't know did you ever get a chance to watch Mike Barra's presentation?
No, I didn't. I haven't watched any of them.
Okay. I
love that man.
I'm surprised that they even let that up there.
Really?
Yeah. I don't think anyone.
Guys, buy your tickets.
So Mike Barra, he is so controversial. And what I loved about his presentation is he's asking a question that no one else is. And he really is showing that these videos, they're nothing special. They're nothing out of this world, that there's things that we already have. So, and he's comparing it to other things, and he's really looking into depth at the videos, breaking it down, like things I never even thought to think of. And he's asking the question, like, why are they telling us that this is extraterrestrial technology? Why are we believing people that were from the government who we've already never trusted, but also people that were counterintelligence for the government, right? And now accepting them as whistleblowers, putting them on a pedestal. Why are we all believing this? And what is their reason behind it? And I thought that was so powerful because no one is questioning it. No one. Everyone is just
dude, I don't even think any of this shit is like leaks at all. Like everybody's like, "Oh, did you see the new leak?"
It's not a leak.
You mean the purposefully dropped shit that they want you to like?
Exactly.
Like it's like I don't know. It's kind of like. It's so disingenuous, right? Because it's all focused on like current stuff. When you guys, the same people shit on everybody for 70 plus years. Like if you want me to really get into what you're saying, go back. Yeah. Go back from the beginning, fucking apologize. Yeah. And legitimize all the stuff that you called people stupid and crazy for. That you locked people up for. That you made them lose their jobs for. That's the genuine response that I want. I want the news to be like, look, we fucked up. Right?
Yes.
But they're not
hey,
going to
Like
do
it
that.
was tinfoil. It
we
was
saw it.
tinfoil.
That's the
you
thing, though.
know?
They're not going to do that, and we have to stop thinking that they're going to do that. That's the problem. I think, honestly, truthfully, all this shit is some sort of a fucking distraction. This is some sort of a distraction for something bigger, and we have to wade through all this fucking bullshit and figure out what's really going on, and stop fucking talking about it. Stop fucking talking about it, because that's what's adding to it. We need to figure out what the fuck they're doing.
Yeah.
Dude, I like that.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Fuck
man.
it. Fuck the government. Fuck the news media. Look, hey, guess what? We are the fucking media now. Look at us.
That's right. That's
We are
right.
the media. So why don't we dictate what is being fucking told and said?
Well, because only 33 people are watching.
But you know what?
Just
That's
kidding. I was
30.
kidding.
That's 33 more than we need.
And a lot of people that are the
This is
news
gonna have
media,
thousands by
people
tomorrow.
like us.
So.
really
Right
like
now,
us.
yeah, tomorrow it'll be in the thousands. Okay,
Hell
we'll reach
yeah.
the audience.
We'll
Listen to
get
the
it.
thousands of you out there who are watching this 5 hours later.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
I
I go
mean-
back and forth on it. I'm just like, I don't know who to believe, but we've had red flags from the beginning. And so part of me is like, you should always probably trust your gut. If you have a weird feeling about something, you probably are right.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to think that everyone is, full of shit, but
Everyone's full shit.
sometimes they are.
Yeah. Do they have brown
It's
eyes?
a
Full of shit.
tough place to be.
Hey, come on.
Joe.
I have brown eyes. I have brown eyes.
We
I
all
can say
do,
that.
except for Ben.
Got them beautiful blues,
Ben
baby.
apparently is
Yeah,
just a
blue
Come on.
superior race.
Come on,
over
take a
here.
swim in this
If it
little
makes
pool of
If it
love.
makes you feel better, the only reason he has blue eyes is because it's a character trait of people who are inbred.
Yeah,
That's
no.
true, I read
Yeah. My dad is my mom. My dad is my
Oh,
mom.
It's like we're like your mom's your dad and your dad's your
Yeah.
brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, my uncles, my
Alright.
cousins, my brothers, my grandpa. Yeah.
I grew up in a very nice cave too.
Have
Oh,
you ever heard that
perfect.
song?
Yeah.
Have you
He
ever
let
heard
you
that
out of the
song?
cage? Oh my god.
They did 2 times. 2 times.
Have y'all ever heard that song? I'm my own grandpa.
No.
No.
It's like I'm
Texas
my own
song?
grandpa. I'm my own grandpa.
I feel like you're making this up right now.
I feel like he is
It
too.
sounds funny, I know,
Please,
but it
yes.
really is so. Ooh, I'm my own grandpa. Or my mom is my grandmother, and I am her grandchild. And every time I think of it, it nearly drives me wild. And
Oh my
something.
god.
It's pretty cool.
We'll bring out the
Should we put this
tangerine.
on- Should we put this on our
Tangerine.
OnlyFans?
I'm
Shit.
just saying, it was like on this like weird. It was like on this Disney tape that I used to have as a child. A little
Oh
cassette.
my
It was like a yellow
God.
cassette
Wait,
tape.
wait,
but it-
wait.
I mean, it was
Disney
funny,
was
dude.
promoting incest?
I don't know. It was just
Yeah,
a
but
funny,
Disney's been known for doing some weird
it was
shit.
a funny
Yeah,
song. That's
yeah,
all
it's
I'm
true,
saying.
it's true, it's
You
true.
know? I'm my own grandpa, fool.
Ooh, is that the Pornhub theme? Why did I know that?
Dude, have you seen the video, like the Vine of like kids
Where
playing
it's
it
they
at like
play it for their parents and stuff, and then they're like, look, and they're like, oh, caught you in fucking 4K, motherfucker.
they play it like at school talent shows and stuff, and like
Yep.
everybody cheers.
Mhm.
So funny, dude. I love
Yes.
that.
Dude.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, shit.
Hey, did you guys? Did you guys?
We need to make this like a monthly
Real
thing, by
now.
the way.
Yeah, no, seriously. Did you guys read into the throwaway alien subreddit?
Throw alien.
No.
Throwaway alien.
No, I abandoned Reddit a year ago after being a tyrant and yelling and screaming at Asprey. I had like several fake accounts. I was like, fuck this bitch, I'm gonna destroy their life. So I took a step back from Reddit because I was really aggressive.
That's probably a good thing.
Yeah, I was
I think
aggressive.
it was when someone made you a mod of something, and then like
Yeah,
you had the
I-
power, so
I
you
did. I
were like,
became a mod of a
"Ugh."
pretty large of a pretty large community, and then I was like, burn it to the ground kind of shit. Also, people would say things like, "Oh my god, your guys' voices are so annoying," and I'm like, "Oh, let me go find some videos of you and tell you how you're fucking annoying." So then I'd spend all day like finding their personal fucking Instagram to be like, "Oh yeah, well your nose is crooked."
So you're one of those people that shouldn't read comments. Basically.
No, well, no, because I don't really take a
Sometimes.
No, sometimes I read them and I'm just like, oh, it's so hilarious. But then sometimes, like, mostly when they attack Bri, then I'm like, all right, let's fucking go. Say what you want about me, but don't talk about Bri. And
It's
then
so-
Don't you talk about my friend.
It's so funny
Yeah,
because
don't
me and
talk
Ben
about my
always talk
friend.
about how like when people try and troll us, like we always just think it's like funny, and like we'll post some comments and shit down here. Like we're
I
like,
saw that someone was like, if you pause one more time, I'm gonna unsubscribe. Oh my
ready,
God.
pause.
Oh no.
Who is that?
Oh,
that's
my
Lou.
God.
That's Lewis. That's one of our good
Hi,
buds. I think he has a
Oh
crush on
my
you, Jaimie.
God.
I think you guys have a
So-
crush.
Oh my god.
Oh gosh.
Oh
Well, thank you.
Lewis, she's looking
The
for a
dread
wife.
that brings people
Remember?
in every time.
We're supposed to go wife hunting.
Whoa, first of all, I'm not looking for a wife or a husband, but I am seeing somebody right now, so I'm not single. He's actually literally on the other side of this computer right now.
Oh damn, that's what's up.
That's your wife.
So no future hubby for you, Lewis. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Sorry, Louie.
Louie.
But thank you for the compliment.
Baby.
Okay. Got a new question. Okay.
Okay.
Since the 25th drop of the Pentagon, whatever,
Yeah.
is it something that the guys feel like was just like, hey, just shut them up for a little bit, or do you think the next time that it comes out, it's going to be like a mind blower? Or do you think it's going to be, let's keep these people busy for like the next 10 years?
I think it's buying time.
Buying time. Yeah, I think
There should be something else.
Yeah, I think there's gonna be something else. It's gonna be another one of these where it gives you like a tiny smidgen of something, but it's actually nothing. And then I think eventually they're gonna drop some information, and that'll be the real big distractor before whatever happens. But I think that it's a time waiting game right now. I think that they're playing mind games. They're just trying to distract and. Like, I don't know. The world's in a weird place. We're going back to fucking wearing masks again. Like, who knows what the fuck is happening, you know?
Are
who knows
we?
what they're well,
Not
not
here.
Maybe not in
Not here.
Texas.
Not here,
Texas.
Georgetown,
Like, here- so, like,
Texas.
I haven't
like
heard
Las
about this.
Vegas, Las Vegas is one of the most liberal places with this shit. They don't give a fuck about Corona. And as of midnight last night, we have to wear masks again.
What?
Yeah.
I'm
Oh.
Hey, I would love to see the studies on like chronic mask wearing without washing the mask. Because who
right?
the fuck washes their face?
Their
thong?
mask.
I did
No
it.
one.
It's gonna be
No one
like,
wants
to.
oh yeah, breathing.
When
you,
I wore
oh,
a face mask, I would wash them. Put them
You're
in the washer.
you're the
You're
clean
fucking
one.
bougie. Yeah, she's a clean one.
You're so bougie.
I would like put it on, and then as soon as I walked past people, I would just take it off
Take it off.
and do my regular shit. Then I'd
I'm
walk
gonna,
up to the
I'm gonna
counter.
guess that neither one of you are vaccinated.
I'd fucking
Okay, me either. I'm not vaccinated either, so it's fine.
I'm
Bria,
fully vaccinated.
she's a traitor.
And I'm
I'm
completely
vaccinated.
fine.
We're the same fucking people. It's ridiculous. Like
Are you
I'm
vaccinated?
Jamie and he's
Who's
Bri,
vaccinated?
100%.
Are you vaccinated, Joe?
No.
I'm Jamie.
Yeah. No.
You're Bri,
I'm
dude.
Jamie.
Wait,
Wait,
am
who
I
got
the
vaccinated?
only vaccinated one?
No, Bree's the only vaccinated one here.
I'm Bri.
I'm vaccinated.
Oh, yeah, you're vaccinated. Yeah, there you
He's
go.
vaccinated.
It's like choosing a Street Fighter.
I almost had
because-
an identity crisis. I'm like,
Because Jamie saw the physical craft, I saw the physical craft. You had the spiritual experience. Bri had the spiritual
And
experience.
you also got poked with that fucking needle.
Yeah, you got poked with the
I think
needle.
it-
I didn't
honestly-
get poked with the needle.
Honestly, I think it was just saline. Honestly, that's where I'm at right
think
now.
so?
Right
Yeah.
now.
so
I
you
do.
did get vaccinated.
I did twice, dude.
Okay.
And for some
Me
reason,
too.
it was just in my nipples.
Oh,
One
just
in
in
each
the
nip.
nipples.
Yeah,
Did they make you like come topless, or did you have to?
I came topless.
Okay, perfect. I think
Yeah.
in Texas you might as well.
Yeah.
Here's
I
my
know.
thing.
Wait,
We're
are
all
your nipples-
vaping. We have
wait.
no idea what it is or how bad it is for us, and no one seems to give a shit.
Yeah.
So why give a shit about the vaccine? You're
Uh,
gonna die now. You're gonna die later. I will die later because I can still travel and do shit.
Because I want to die by my own choice.
Listen, I've eaten a McDonald's cheeseburger. What's inside a cheeseburger has to be worse than that fucking vaccine.
And so then
You know
get
what I'm saying?
vaccinated. Until everyone gets vaccinated, there's still gonna be variants.
No,
That's just how it works.
because Jamie chose to eat that cheeseburger.
Is
I'm
my
just
right as
saying,
an
we
American?
wouldn't be going
It is my
back to
right
masks
as an
if we got
American to
vaccinated.
have that cheeseburger. Okay, let me tell you right now.
I'll tell you what.
The government is not
Yeah,
going to tell me
hey,
what it's going
I
to put
love
in my
that
body.
TikTok.
If
I
wanna
saw
put
that TikTok. Was like,
cheeseburgers, I
you eating them
will.
craft cheese? Are you eating craft cheese singles? And you're
No.
worried about the vaccine?
No.
Chad
Yeah.
said he came topless too. I love that.
I have goats and I make my own cheese.
Goats and hoes.
For the boat in the desert. Goats and hoes.
and hoes, dude.
If we don't show up to our yacht with fucking goats,
I'm gonna be
dude.
so mad.
Another,
Bree will bring the cheese. She's great at making charcuterie.
I got another great Disney song, and
Okay,
it
give
goes
it to
like
us.
this:
Okay, tell me.
Gozy dotes and gozy dotes and little lambs eat ivy. A kid'll eat ivy too, wouldn't you?
I really think you just make all this up.
No,
That was Pleiadian that you just. That was it.
That came from the universe.
That was
that
dope.
was light language. That
I
was
love
light
that.
language.
You
Yeah.
said goats, and it made me think of that.
You know so much more, like awesome random. Like, how do you?
Yeah.
Your brain is crazy, dude.
I don't remember anything useful.
Oh my God, Joe, Joe, are you full of like a lot of random facts?
100%.
Joe, we are the same fucking person.
I know it's
I'm
weird.
baffled. What's going on
Sometimes
here?
I say some shit to Bri and she's just like, what the fuck? And I'm like, I don't even know how I know that. It's just there and there you go. You're welcome.
Yep,
What happened
exactly.
a lot to you? Fuck, we're fucking twins, Joe. I'm telling you.
I know. It's crazy.
And you know what here's what it is. Look, your beard is my hair.
Yeah, I actually used to have hair like you.
You did.
And
I
then-
remember. You used to have a beard that looked just like this, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I did. I
Mhm,
did.
mhm.
I got a picture of it.
There's
you-
on
you
both
have
our
a proof
Instagrams,
of it,
I
actually.
remember.
You got proof.
It is absolutely off the rails. It's like we talk about aliens like once every hour.
Like, oh, that's right, aliens. What about bananas?
Oh,
Dude, what if bananas are like an alien food?
did
and
you
they're
know?
like,
Did you know
No.
bananas?
Oh wait. Pause.
are-
Time out. No. We've
Ready,
already
pause.
decided that if aliens ate food, it would be potatoes.
Oh, but
but they're so hard to eat.
are they
though.
mashed potatoes?
But they grow everywhere.
Oh yeah, dude, potatoes. We actually had this convo on a previous podcast.
We
Like,
did.
potatoes don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
They don't.
But
They
it's
don't.
the same concept. Not everyone gets the flu shot, so it continues to spread and evolve.
Like
Sorry.
Just reading comments.
potatoes?
Yeah, it's the
Potatoes.
same concept. Where if it would be like a single,
Bri, we're talking
all
about
one
potatoes
and done.
now.
I
We're
know,
off-
but there is a comment, and
We're off
I'm
the map.
replying.
We want to know your thoughts on potatoes. And me and Bri actually almost started
We
a
all know
podcast.
my thoughts on
We
potatoes.
almost started a podcast about potatoes where we just talked about potatoes every episode. It's not a joke. We have them recorded on Bri's computer. I can release them at any time.
Oh, Ben has this great theory on the Egyptians and potatoes and
Tell me,
electricity.
please. Oh, yeah. Batteries. Yeah, 100%.
You didn't let him have his moment.
Yeah, batteries. I already know.
You read my mind. You read my mind. What were in those damn Baghdad batteries? Did they
Potatoes.
not look like freaking potatoes, dude?
Potatoes, yeah. And then people all the time
Potato.
they want to argue with me, and I'm like, pyramids were just free energy machines that they were using the Baghdad batteries with to conduct the energy. And people are like, no. And I'm like, you don't understand. You're not on my level. I'm sorry. I
That's-
can't explain to you.
That's what that
I just
mysterious.
blow fucking Ben's mind over here. He's like, yeah, I've been
That's
saying
what
that
that.
forever.
That's what that mysterious shaft is that goes down into the pyramids.
exactly.
You could
Love
dump large
mysterious.
barrels
Dude, you
of
said
potatoes
shaft, dude.
in the shaft.
Joe, you and I both
Shaft
said
is
shaft
always
at
where
the
the power
same time.
comes
We're
from,
like
sit down.
shaft. What the-
Look, hey, serious question though.
Yes.
like
that
I'm living in
little-
a time warp.
That little cradle that they found in the King's Chamber in the Great Pyramid of Giza,
hmm
perfect size for a large potato.
I agree.
That's all we're saying.
I agree.
And it grew so big that it
Listen.
busted that fucking granite block, man.
There is
That's how big potato used to live in there, man.
There's an
Oh, it could have been a
unspoken
giant
pact.
baked potato.
Oh, there's an unspoken pact between me and Bri where whoever dies first, we do have to throw potatoes in the grave to bring them to hell with us.
Damn.
That's what I'm saying. That's how serious we
What's
are
the
about
one
potato
thing we
love.
need to bring?
Potatoes. There's heat already down there.
Yeah, dude. I'm
Potatoes.
on a highway.
But there's no like
Hell.
cheese and stuff. So then it gets really complicated when you think about it. Because
Cheese
without
and
the
potatoes
cheese,
and like,
like
yeah,
butter.
and butter. But I feel like Satan would
Bacon.
have all those things, so I'm not worried.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, I would do some deals on the side for some extra goodies.
Everybody's
agree.
everybody's
Make it a
grave,
loaded baked potato.
everybody's
you
grave
take
has
sour cream,
flowers.
You take cheese.
Yours
You
grows
take
potatoes.
I do some
Daddy
deals on
devil.
the side for some fixins.
Come here, Daddy.
Some
Devil, I do
demon?
whatever you want.
Be like, hey, little demon buddy, what you want me to tickle your butthole for some cheese?
Fuck yeah, I'll give you some cheese. Hold on.
Hey.
I gotta find the cheese.
What do you want?
Stop talking to me. I gotta find cheese.
What do you want me to do for them?
Hold on,
What do you
I
want me
got
to do for them bacon bits? I'll do literally anything. I'll comb your butthole hair.
Let me get that bacon biscuit.
I'll comb it with shampoos.
Get it.
Many shampoos.
I will lick the jam between your toes for them bacon bitch.
Oh shit.
shit.
Oh my
Well,
God.
I mean, I
I'm
guess,
we went off the rails
disgusted
there.
with you all.
I guess
Off the rails there.
Chad said, "Oh my lord."
if y'all do show up in Texas, don't be surprised if you get a large tub of bacon bits and potatoes and cheese.
Send them our way.
Oh, fuck yeah. Absolutely.
Shit.
Absolutely.
I had like a really philosophical question for you guys. But like, I feel like there needs to be some time in between.
Ready? Pause.
Okay.
Okay, go.
Okay.
Philosophical. Time to be philosophical.
Philosophagus.
I love you guys have like a mini fridge and everything. You guys
I know,
are
I
like
love
what I
that.
dream
That's a
Jaimie and
vibe.
I will have one day.
One
Dude.
day
Yeah, my
In a compound.
that we want to build with our studio in the middle.
We've
Houses on
mapped
each
a
side.
compound that we're gonna build and live in.
Hey, I'm telling y'all, if you move to Texas, you can buy a house with ample space.
Listen, I can go to Texas and buy a house with fucking seashells at this point. They're just giving them away over there.
I mean,
Please
not-
don't make
not-
me
hey,
regret my life choices.
Not if y'all keep moving here.
Hey, man, depends on where you're moving from.
I
gotta
love
move
that.
to
They're
somewhere-
like, keep the Californians out.
You gotta
Keep
move.
Californians out.
You got to move to somewhere else.
Keep red
and-
state. Keep it
and-
red.
Why do y'all move?
I moved to Vegas.
For
But
what?
Bree stayed
I'm
in
only
California.
moving for it to be cheaper. I love California. I love living in California.
You
I
do?
love it. I just
Are you
don't.
sure?
No, I don't. That's
Yeah,
why
I love
left.
California. I'm in the sweet spot. I am
She is.
45 minutes to Monterey. I'm 45 minutes to Santa Cruz. I'm an hour to San Francisco. I'm in like the G spot of California.
So you
So-
could like literally take the 101 down to like Hermosa and
Oh my
like
God,
take a
and then
ride
on
on
the 101
right on
straight
Papa
away from me.
Noma's.
Yeah.
And
I'm
like
off
you'd
of
be
the
right
101.
there, like
Santa Maria
so
right off the
fast.
coast. Yeah.
I am off of the 101. So yeah,
she is.
but I am. I just don't like that I've paid so much money for less than 1,000 square feet.
Apollo, it is time for
Oh,
some
the
red
wine.
wine. It is time for
Dude,
some red
that's-
wine.
That's some crazy money. Let me tell you though, if you move to Texas, you're
325
if 325 for what?
Wait, what happened to the philosophical question?
for my condo.
Oh, I've still got
For your
it.
condo?
I still got it.
325? Like
Yeah.
325 or
$1,000.
3,000
and 25 cents.
for a month?
No, that's what she paid for it.
325
325,000
Oh, that's
For-
not bad. That's not bad.
for
Oh,
1,000.
You made a good
square feet?
decision.
1,000
for
square feet?
less than
For
1,000 square
1,000
feet?
square feet.
Than 1,000 square.
How many
That's a lot.
feet? How many feet do you have in like human feet?
864
Damn.
Man, I think
with someone above me.
I've got we have like a massive backyard, like a
Just the
two-story
room you're
for
in
like 180.
would have cost.
That's
Yeah,
insane.
no.
Holy shit.
I know.
Holy shit.
William said,
Bad.
"That's
It is
bad."
sad. Thank you, William. I'm regretting my life choices. Thank you. After this glass of wine and this podcast, I am slitting my wrists. You can donate to my family for my
Hey,
funeral. Thank you
look.
very much.
For your funeral, exactly.
Donate
And
potatoes
hopefully
only.
the UFO Garage Band will play at my funeral as well. Maybe you guys can show the documentary. It can be ready by then.
I'll tell you this.
Jamie
much.
will make the arrangements.
I'll make the arrangements.
We'll have
You
a
can
viewing-
contact her.
We'll have a viewing
That
party
one time
at your
Abducted by
viewing.
aliens.com.
Exactly. You know what? We could view the movie over Bree's body. You know, maybe we
Don't
use her as
forget the potatoes. She
potatoes.
told you.
I'll bring potatoes. Potatoes. Can't
So-
come in without
Bury her
potatoes.
with potatoes.
Real quick before I ask the philosophical question, I want to say this last thing, okay,
Okay.
about potatoes.
Okay, say it.
That image in the pyramid where it shows the giant bulb, where it's like
Children's on us.
Some kind.
that
Coined.
giant, could it be that that's a giant baked potato?
It could be.
Ooh.
Instead of a bulb, it could be a fucking potato.
But fucking potato. I agree.
Yeah. All right. So philosophical question for you guys. Okay. So I don't know if you guys have seen Glitch in the Matrix, but it really got me going
Mhm.
with
Don't start with birds.
the thinking part of my brain. and
You already know where I'm going.
and
Birds are fake, Bree.
Well,
Birds are
Jamie,
real.
and here's the
Jamie, stop with the birds.
Birds are real.
They don't exist.
look.
Don't.
They do. It is literally a glitch in the matrix. Does not mean that they are drones. That makes no logical sense.
Why do they pause in the
You
air?
have to draw a line somewhere.
Why
Glitch in the matrix.
Why do they hang out on power lines to recharge?
Whoa! I've never thought about that.
Seriously? Why do they hang out on
charging
power line? Recharging stations.
Because there's no more room in the trees.
Bro.
I've seen a dead drone fly
my
another
God.
drone to a power line.
Never
So
thought
birds aren't
about
real.
that ever. Holy shit!
Ben, I'm blowing your mind over here.
Holy shit!
Did you see that they did an entire like parade thing? Like they
About
all
how birds
stormed
aren't
the
real?
street about
Yeah.
birds aren't real. I was
Yeah.
just like, I pray for
I
the
love
human
that.
race.
Dude, they win the official Aaron Tippin Award for sure.
I agree.
It's
Okay.
like
All right,
I
back to
love
reality.
a
okay.
good
Getting off the
conspiracy
fucking
theory.
rails.
Philosophical paranormal. Anybody in the chat that wants to chime in, let me know. But this question is mainly for everybody. Like, if you have a strong opinion to this question, let me know, and I will get to that question
After this pause.
and pause. Yeah. So we all
He's too
talk
good at
about. You're getting good at that.
You need some sponsors, Jaimie. Jeez.
Jamie's our new producer. We all talk about paranormal. I've had a ghost experience, a shadow person experience myself. Joe, I don't know about you, but like apparitions, right? We talk about apparitions bleeding through the veil of time.
Yeah.
When I think about simulation theory, I'm just at this place right now, and maybe it's just this week that I'm like thinking about this shit. But do you think it's possible that this is a simulation that we're creating at every second? Like you are creating this consciousness.
Yes.
I'm talking to you. You're creating me.
Yes.
Telling you this. People that are listening to us talk, they are creating us talk to them to get to a point to unlock a key to unlock something. We don't know what that is. But that crossover with paranormal and ghosts is this bleed through of the Matrix, where it's like, oops, put a 0 instead of a 1 within that decahedron geometric shape of what is bananas.
Okay, so that goes back to that thing I was telling you about how we create our own reality. So think about it as we are all players inside of a video game, and all of us, although we're in the same video game, we're creating our own stories, right? And we're all going to cross paths and do it. And there happens to be times where the computer and the processor can't keep up with the things that we're all creating, which is causing these kind of glitches.
Deja vu.
Exactly. So that's what happens. I genuinely think. I think all of this is some version of some sort of a simulation. I also genuinely think that we're all extra dimensional beings having human experiences. So I think about it more of a sense of we are a extra dimensional being playing virtual reality as a human right now. This is just a human experience. And once we're done with this version of the game, the goggles come off and we go to the next one. Who knows what the fuck that is? Personally, I'd like to be a chocolate lab who lives in Martha's Vineyard. I hope my name is Cupcake and I hope the family feeds me bacon.
Yes, and they
That's what I would love for. Unfortunately, I'm stuck in this bullshit right now, but maybe next time, chocolate lab. But I think that it's just a human experience, and who knows that maybe once we die, once our player dies on this one, we just pick it up and start a different character.
Yeah. Ben said something that was kind of cool on like how most people that you just see like in your everyday life that you don't interact with are like placeholders in the game. Yeah. Right. But the people that you do interact with, it's like they've become part of like your main story, like as your character, you know?
Choose your character.
Yeah.
Oh, so do you mean, Joe, like the more you interact with what I've called in the past NPCs, the more consciousness is allotted to them?
Yes.
They became more, what you're saying. I'm just saying what you just said, but they become more of a main character in the plot.
Yeah. And that was your idea that you had. And so if we take it further, it's like, well, okay, if they are just like NPCs, it like placeholders, like in this realm, if you actually interact with them, that's like a spread of consciousness and connectivity.
Or is that somebody jump starting themselves into the game?
Maybe.
No, to both of you.
Maybe.
Go away, shut the fuck down, dude.
He's like,
nah, she said
but
no.
I
I want to hear Bri's idea. Right.
Yeah, Bri, what is it, Bri? Tell us
So,
What is the truth, Bri?
yeah, what is it?
what is the truth? I don't. You know what? I don't know the truth, but
Let's
I
give you a
can
hard
tell you
time.
this. I know, but I'm just being honest. I don't know the truth. A part of our multidimensionality, though, is that we can be multiple places at once. So it's not necessarily that we're glitching. It's that we can be in our past self, which interacts as a ghostly form. But that's only, I think, if you've moved on, that you can act as that, but also be other places. And then I also think there's a different type of ghost where they have yet to move on. They have yet to accept that, which is why they're here. You help them find the light, they move on. But then they can still come back and interact with people, like their loved ones and things like that.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's a glitch. I think it is a part of being multidimensional, that you, once you've moved past one, you can manifest that again to visit someone or something like that,
Yeah.
unless you're stuck.
Yeah.
And as far as like consciousness, in reality, it's like where there's a collective consciousness that we are all contributing to. So it's not necessarily that there are like these like drone placeholder people, but we just haven't given them the life. So everyone here is contributing a part to this bigger picture.
No, I don't think so.
No, sorry, Bri. Just no. Sorry, I don't subscribe.
No, I love that. I love that. No, I think that's actually really cool.
Yeah, I love that too.
That was just too
Yeah.
perfect to pass up.
All of that.
Olive
Olive
oil.
So
Farmer Fred.
So I think we're all kind of on the same wavelength of that. There's a high possibility that we're creating this consciousness. Yes, from one perspective, but it simultaneously, fractally, is happening in every single consciousness at all times. But I there's one caveat that I do believe to my core.
What is
and I hate the word NPC because I feel like it's a little demeaning, but I wish there was a better word for it. But I think it's those that haven't been awakened. There's those people that you just talk about the weather and they just talk about sports and they just talk about what they had for dinner, and like that's all they have going on in their head, dude. Like they don't have opinions. Like we've met those people. Those are NPCs, but it's not their fault. It's like they just haven't those keys unlocked just yet.
But that's the thing talking about like your personal experiences though, right? A lot of these people don't click into this stuff until they have their own experience.
Yeah.
So maybe it's kind of that same thing. They have to click into something.
Yeah.
I think it goes back to like the wheel of karma kind of thing.
Mm-hmm, very much.
And I think that's what plays into reincarnation. I think that we have all been that person that just eat, sleep, shit, fuck kind of person.
Hell yeah.
Some of us
Eating, sleeping, shitting, and fucking.
I really do think that. And I think that, it's like we're going through these life lessons. We're learning. Maybe we come across something and it awakens in us, but maybe we haven't really fully pursued it. And then we're just like living these cycles until we just keep progressing. We keep waking up. Mm-hmm. And then I think you hit a point where then you get really in touch with like synchronicities and stuff. And that's when I think you're like almost there when you start to actually interact with the space itself, with force energy itself. When you start to see those connections, it's like you become more and more a part of what makes life. And it's like, I think that's when you start to get towards your end of the wheel, and then maybe eventually you'll move on to something else.
Love that. Couldn't have said it that better. Damn. Love that.
I like it a lot.
It's like
wise. She's wise for her age.
I kind of want to. I feel like we're at the end of our talk tonight. But it's. I don't want to keep you guys too long, but I feel like if there's anything to
Sounds
leave,
like we need a part 3 and a part 4.
shit, I'm down.
Bro.
I think this might be a monthly thing.
I'm
like,
actually really down for a monthly
Yeah, like
thing.
I'm really down for a monthly thing. Absolutely.
Let's do it.
So we have this thing
yours
monthly.
1 month, ours 1 month, yours 1 month, ours 1 month. Let's fucking do it.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, let's
But
do
like
it.
with theirs, like we've been here forever. Where Jaimie and I are like 45 minutes and we're done.
It's true, we are.
Like we get
45
on, we're
minutes,
like
then we have things
we're
to do.
quick
Thank you.
45.
We're ramblers.
We're like,
but there's
3
so much.
hours over here.
No, but no, time flies when you're having fun too.
Man.
It does. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
So
we need our own theme song. Please write it.
Yep.
We got you.
Yep.
UFO
Garage Band.
Two alien girls.
UFOs.
I'm Brian.
It's something with 2 dudes and 2 alien girls.
So before we say our goodbyes, I think we should sing our goodbyes. I mean,
Oh, I love it. Yes.
I want to leave people that are maybe on the cliffhanger here that are like just now getting into this subject. That are like, holy shit, I saw something when I was a kid and I just never paid attention to it. Now it's all over the news. What do I think? So I kind of want to leave somebody who's on that edge with some words of wisdom or guidance. Not like, hey, this is what you should do, but like from your own experiences, what you would have wanted to tell yourself had you been in that scenario. So
I would
don't
say
know.
everything happens for a reason.
And
Everything. All of your, even if you look back way back in the day and you have that one sighting, I think that happens for a reason. I don't think anyone has a sighting or anything by accident. I think it's meant to be a placeholder. So maybe it impacted you and then you moved on and you had no idea that it was important. Then things come back in your life where you revisit that moment. And I think that's to remind you that it was there for a reason. And maybe there's a path for you to explore.
And I would
I
say,
truly believe that. Like there's no
and I agree with Bri, and I would add, let go and let the universe. Just let go and let the fucking universe. It's gonna happen. The way you react to it only makes it worse. Just let the fucking world do whatever the world is gonna fucking do. We're here for a ride. Buckle up and just take the fucking roller coaster.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, man.
I love that. It's like
there was a wise man by the name of Fred Durst who once said
You want it all for the nookie?
Okay, but
Yeah.
I love him. I wish I could see
Okay,
Limp Bizkit.
he said a lot of
performing
wise
somewhere.
words, but one of them was let's keep on rolling, baby.
Keep on rolling, baby. You know what time it is.
mine's
And welcome to the jungle, punk. Take a look around.
Somebody once told me.
Somebody once told me. Hey,
Somebody once told me.
my name is Fred Durst.
My name is
Oh my
me.
god, you sound just like Cheech.
Just
I'm
like
tripping out.
Oh god, dude.
She's
So,
so
guacamole in my chew, please. Guacamole in my chew.
Keep rolling.
Come on.
Oh man,
I love
the
that.
Mexican American.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude.
I mean,
That's my name right there, man. On the license. That's me, man. Pedro Zapata, man.
Oh my god,
Your
you
dad's
sound just like
shoes?
him. What the
your dad
Hey, are you gonna
shoes.
get a job as a voiceover or what?
know,
Oh
seriously.
my god.
I love it.
I like voices. Voices
Switch
are cool,
career
man.
path. Be a voice actor.
Oh man, I should actually.
Thank you, Tammy.
It's gonna take so long to get into the industry. You know, it's all about who you know. Man, you know.
Hey, you already have your own documentary, bro. I think you're on a great
You're
start.
fine. You got a foot in the door.
Yeah,
You're
but
doing
nobody
good.
knows
You're
it.
doing
No-
good.
Nobody knows about it. So
Yet.
you know,
No one
it's-
knows about it yet.
Hey,
Manifest your reality. It's going to be the biggest thing that anyone's ever fucking seen.
It's gonna be the biggest thing since sliced bread. All right.
Exactly.
You guys ever
Hello.
tried pimento cheese from HEB?
Hey, you
Bet
used to have
not,
a friend. His name was
motherfuckers.
Freaky
Go to
Fred.
cheese.
That's a little spicy, a little bit.
Oh shit.
I love both of y'all's answers. I feel like I'm on the path of like, dude, if you got questions, just stop asking them.
That's
and just
exactly where we are. Stop
fucking let
asking.
it happen,
Yeah.
man.
Just let it happen.
Don't go
don't
looking
know,
for trash.
man.
Don't go looking for garbage trucks. Just take out the trash.
Just take
You'll
out the
see
trash. Yeah.
You'll see a garbage truck one of those times.
The answers will be given to you when they're meant to be given to you, and it's going to be the answers to questions that you never imagined even fucking asking.
I think that you guys should revise those statements to never stop asking questions, just stop looking for the answers.
Stop looking for the answers. Yes.
I like that. I like that.
Creed's a great band.
We're all
wild.
Slim mouse get claw.
And that music video where he's lighting all the pictures on fire.
Take off my glove.
Take off my glove.
Oh my god.
Joe, any closing statements before we go off into total debauchery?
He's loving bacon.
Dude, this was
Fuck
so
bitches,
much
get
fun.
money.
I have fuck bitches, get money. Fuck bitches, get money. Yeah.
Hey, if you see that guy on Twitter, he's actually really funny.
Who?
So fuck bitches get money.
Oh no, that's a rap song.
No, I thought you were talking
No, I
about-
know, but he's also a Twitter dude, and he's super funny.
I thought you were talking about-
She's saying that because that's my fake Twitter account. It's fuck bitches get money. Where I tweet horrible things at people.
I'm
That's all I'm just gonna
I know. I
say.
do troll people on it all the time. Thank you. Giving my secrets away over here.
I'm gonna look it up.
Look it up. It's
I feel,
private.
I feel like you guys don't have real social medias because I've looked for y'all and tried to
I
add y'all
don't.
as like friends
sorry.
and like
We don't have a lot of social media. We just really have the
I
podcast.
have
stuff.
an
that's why we
Instagram.
never that's why
You
we
can
never
find
speak.
me at
My
Bri
Instagram-
Mats. I just
yeah.
may not.
At Bri Mats, and I'm
Oh.
at Jaimie Ray Billings.
There you go.
There you go.
We're
Find us.
real people.
We're real
But
people.
I know.
On
People tell me all
Instagram?
the time. You should
On
post more on Instagram.
Mhm.
Okay. All right. Yeah. I have an
Facebook is a
Instagram
no
too.
for us.
We also
We're not
do have
about
we also
Facebook.
do have TikTok accounts for the podcast and personal TikTok accounts as well.
My shit has like 4 pictures on it. Yeah, I am so bad at like.
There's one like a cheeseburger and the other one's a beer.
And mine's just memes. Makes you feel better. My Instagram is just memes about.
How did you know that about me, by the way? Cheeseburgers and beers. How did you do? You missed one thing, and that is Dr. Pepper. That is
shit.
like
Dr. Pepper.
it's like gold.
I'm surprised that you don't drink Dr. Pepper with
I do.
Bananas?
whipped cream vodka.
Who says I
Ooh,
haven't
yeah,
drank
yeah,
Dr.
yeah.
Pepper with whipped cream vodka? Woman, I
Yes.
have had Dr. Pepper with everything on this planet, pretty
Okay,
much.
okay,
I love it. I love it. I put that
Dr.
shit on everything.
Everything. They have a
Yeah.
Dr. Pepper barbecue
Hands
sauce.
you a-
99
What the fuck
bananas.
is that?
Garbage.
Oh,
And
I've
true
never even
theme.
seen that before.
Yeah.
We're not at our 99th episode, but we do have this banana flavored liquid.
Fucking go.
So
It's
I don't know if
going-
y'all have a little shot to take.
Wait,
It's
but
hold on,
going
let me
in
go get
some-
one. Let me go get one. Wait, I'll go
Shit.
get one. Hold
go
on.
grab a shot.
Let me grab a shot.
I don't have a shot, but I'll drink the rest of my wine.
Do it.
I'm not gonna drink
I
this
don't
whole
usually
thing, by the
drink
way.
on weeknights. Oh my god.
Oh, I've got to wake
You
up
have to
at
bring out the
5 in the
crazy in
morning.
me.
I bought this.
You.
I bought this for a second.
Ew,
Yeah.
Jose Cuervo.
Nah. All right.
All right.
It's the
Drink
trash
your
of all
wine?
tequilas.
Cheers. This is 99 bananas, by the way.
Cheers.
Cheers, you guys.
Cheers,
Cheers.
everyone.
Love
Cheers.
alien and potatoes.
No.
That needed some Jameson
Man,
and
take
some
your
root
shot.
beer with it.
That is so weird. I'm not to remember that. Jameson, root beer, and bananas.
Yeah. Even if you don't like bananas, it's actually very,
I eat
very
bananas.
tasty.
She
I
likes
eat
bananas.
bananas.
I like to eat
Eat
bananas.
bananas. No,
All right,
We're
y'all.
writing a note in our notes. Root beer,
Y'all,
she's all writing notes.
Put
Let
it
me see.
down.
Jameson,
Jameson banana.
and banana.
Jameson banana.
Jameson and bananas.
All right,
Lisa and I
well-
will hang out to bring Jameson.
Jameson.
So when we come on your episode, when your podcast, whenever
Come
you
on.
want, let us
Come on
know. We'll bring some Jameson bananas.
Oh,
Deal.
hey,
Yes.
hey,
I'll bring the root
Perfect.
beer.
you guys would
What?
be perfect for this. So we
What?
were wanting to do a round table where
We're in.
we get like hammered shit faced drunk and talk about aliens.
go.
Kind of
Oh,
like a
shit.
drunk history type thing where
Let's
like
do
you
it.
have to sleep
Oh,
over at each other's houses
do
and
it.
shit.
Let's
Like-
do it. I'm in.
And I think
I
you
have a
guys would be
degree in
perfect.
that. I
Let's
have
go.
a degree
Yeah,
in that.
that's literally how our podcast started. So let's go.
All right.
But
that
it's
sounds
gonna be
great.
like a late night thing. Like
yeah.
so Lynn and her Lynn Wallington
Yep.
and her from Spaced Out Radio.
Yeah.
We're and shit.
we want to invite
If we
them
could get Dave
and
to,
like Dave to come
if
on.
we
Yeah,
could
let's
get
do it.
Dave.
We're trying to
Yeah.
get Bob Lazar.
Let's do it.
Good luck.
Jim Goodall.
And Jim Goodall.
Good
But he doesn't
job.
drink though.
He doesn't
When
drink.
he smokes a
Yeah.
lot of weed.
He'll
Stop it,
get
Bree. Bree, can we bring Mike Barrow with us? He'll get shit faced and say some crazy shit.
Yes. Yeah,
He
we're
won't
trying to
get
get
shit-faced,
we're trying to
but-
get Richie.
Richie Dolan
We wanna get
parties.
Richie Dolan.
Stop it, Daddy Dolan.
Da-
My heart.
Richie.
I really, actually, the other day I was in the shower and I was like, should I start a Daddy Dolan fan page? I really had that thought in my head, and I was like, maybe not, but I thought
I'll
about
be your
it for a
first
second.
subscriber.
Ben and I will be the first members of Daddy Dolan.
That's what I'm saying. I think I just started an
Daddy
Instagram
Dolan.
for him, as Daddy Dolan. He just got divorced recently, so he's single again.
Jamie, you
Oh,
are spilling
you
tea,
steal my
and
heart.
I
Hold
don't
on.
think you should.
Wait,
What? He's
Daddy
handsome and
Dolan-
single.
Dolan single?
He's single.
But should you be saying that he was not? Maybe not everybody knows
I'm about
that.
to post
Well,
that shit
he's
on
single.
Facebook
No.
right
No.
now.
Daddy Dolan.
I feel
The whole
bad,
31
man.
people watching it. It's
It's
fine.
such a beautiful relationship.
Yeah, now.
That makes me sad.
Oh, but now I finally get a chance. So
It was like, now
fuck
it's all
it.
free for all of us. Exactly.
Yeah,
Would
man. I
you
have to
leave
bring
your
that
wife
guy
for-
some bacon
Would
bits
you
and
leave your wife
cheese.
for Daddy Dolan, though? Like on some real shit, would you?
Would I wife up Daddy Dolan?
Yeah, like would you leave your wife for him?
Oh, would I leave my wife? No.
Oh.
I don't know.
No, he'll
Look at-
include
My wife is pretty
Dolan.
fucking awesome.
Oh, are you gonna
It's
try
a tripod.
A throuple?
Yes, the throuple.
Ah.
I like how many people are like quoting the hard.
Richie Dolan parties hard, dude.
Lord. Ooh, unidentified alcohol party. I like
I
it.
fucking love that. That's
Yes.
genius.
We
Oh,
should
yeah.
do this. I'm
Yeah.
down. Listen, we're
That is
down.
genius.
Listen,
Dude,
all
we'll
we
go.
do is sit at home on our computers. So just send us the link. We're there.
All right, so us four, Dave Scott, Lynn Wallington, her co-host, Ryan.
it.
If we can get Ryan Bledsoe, that fool, he's so much fun.
Fuck
If
yeah,
you could let
dude.
loose for like one night, that would be awesome. I don't know.
Yes.
Let's
He-
fucking go.
He's
I'll
a
bring
very
the pot.
respectable person.
I'll
I
bring
don't
the
know.
Chad
legal
Smith is coming
marijuana.
on with
Dude,
us.
Chad Smith and William Townsend from the Bob
Willie.
podcast, dude. Bob
Okay,
podcast.
only
dude, he
if-
parties.
Only if at the end we open it up to let anybody come in the room and bullshit with us.
Fuck
Fuck
yeah.
yeah.
Okay. All right.
Let's-
I'm in.
That's
I'm in.
happening.
Fuck yeah.
Post the fucking
All
link
right.
on Twitter and
This
be like,
Saturday?
let the debauchery go.
If,
I was
if
like, yeah, are we
space-
doing this Saturday? When are we doing this? Can you put
Yeah,
the
this
date?
Saturday we're gonna
We'll
plan
get
that.
it planned up. We'll
Let's
get it
plan it.
planned up. We'll get it
Hurry.
going.
Let's
yeah.
go.
We'll
Hurry
get it
up.
going.
All right, y'all. Hey, love y'all. Thank
Dude,
y'all
we
so
love you
much for hanging
guys.
out.
It's been so much
You
fun.
guys are awesome.
Absolutely.
Thanks
Hell
so much
yeah.
for having us. And we can't wait to have you on. We'll email you guys. We'll talk. We'll
Okay.
get
You
Let
together.
guys
us
are
know,
awesome.
man.
Thank you.
We're
Sounds
free
good.
on Tuesdays at 4 a.m. So
Perfect.
fucking you let us know, all right?
Perfect. It's 2 a.m. our
That's
time. Right when
3
we're going to
a.m.
bed.
our time.
Perfect, man. Perfect.
All right. Peace, y'all.
We'll see
Thanks,
y'all
guys.
later. Take it easy.
Bye.
Bye.